He got one eye, he lies, child born on his hot drive. He's smoking gear, he's queer, he fancies Stevens here. Conroy. He got one eye, he lies, child born on his hot drive. Paddy. Respect. Apollo Creed here, voice of the common man. Hope you're all well. Big respect, la. Hey, just thought I'd fire the live up. A nice quiet one, hopefully. Leave everyone over there, over the other one, and let me have a quiet night. Thought I'd spend a little bit of time with me subs, and we'll have a little chat, la. Hey. Well, Apollo has his nightcap before he gets his head down after a stressful day of seeing some very baconish behaviour. Oh dear, it's all coming on top, la. Let's have a look. Hey, who's in the chat? Gail Clark, respect. Me, she, respect. Daniela, respect. I fight in the name of justice, respect. Fly me to the moon. I'm not happy with you, lad. Coming in here, giving it all the respect and crazy behaviour when you were exposing me last night with that Zeus fella, exposing me all over the place, putting me at risk, la. Thank you very much, fly me to the moon. El Diablo, respect. I like turtles. Karina, respect. Macduff. Oh, Erie's in the house. Erie, la. Malta Witty, respect. Everybody respect who's in here. Hey, Clee 3 Lee, respect. Yes. Let me mute myself because I need to. Yeah, like I say, getting over COVID, isn't it? But there's still something on my chest, man. Feels like you need to cough all the time. Does my head in, lad. Does my head in. Right. Oh dear. So yes, tomorrow I'll be doing a podcast. All right. And it'll be quite a good one if anyone wants to tune in. And it will be this guy. Yes. Mr. Lee. Yes, it will be him. So we'll be having it tomorrow at 8 o'clock live. We'll be talking a bit about his story. Lee Marvin Hitchman, of course, and his beautiful lady. Talking about their very interesting story. And then it'll be moving on to grooming gangs and the experiences they've had with that. Some serious stuff, guys, yeah. Some serious stuff, but it'll be interesting. And he's also appearing on Atwood on Sunday, so that'll be a good one as well. But let's get to Apollo first. That's the most important thing. It'll be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. So we'll be on for an hour and a half, something like that. Properly live, though. Nothing pre-recorded. Be all live. We'll take some questions from all of my subs who want to speak and ask me some interesting questions at the end, la. Yes. And then it'll be there on Sunday. Look at him. Hey. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Yes, so it's all going off, guys, isn't it? Hey. Messing about here. Quite funny. But yeah, so revelations you've probably seen today, on quite a few channels. That yeah, well, Mr. Hickey. Mr. Hickey, what's happening? Well, the House of Cards falling down, la. Is that what's happening? Thought you could come on and sit pretty. Try to blag the people. Do you think we're all stupid? That people cleared your name? Let me just say that family that he's saying cleared his name didn't clear his name, all right? But they don't want their name being said much more about it. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So we'll leave that at that. But it doesn't really matter, does it, Derek? Because what's coming is enough. But I'll tell you what, you'll still always have your little bacon supporters. You're still bound to have a few of them because the country's full of them. So you'll still have a few of them. You can be king leader of the bacons. But what's coming is just proof and no one will ever work with you again. Nobody. You'll get nobody on your podcast, la. Nobody with any credibility is ever going to touch you again. And that's a fact. That's just what's going to happen. So we all know you love to try and make a few quid, don't you? Because you're a bum and you've been unemployed all of your life. All right. So you came on here to try and make a few quid. Well, that's going to end, isn't it? And then you're going to have no podcast and no nothing. So you brought it all on yourself, lad. You know what I mean? Thought you could come off trying to give it the big one that you were clear, you fool. Do you not realise what people were doing in the background? We finished, lad. Like I say, still have a few bacons that'll support you, but not many more. All the channels are coming together. There's nothing you can do about it, and it's all going to get smashed out at the same time. And you shut your mouth in the chat, you VT, whatever you're called. Nothing is coming. Yeah, it is like it always does, you sad little man. Go and support your king leader, Bacon, because you don't want to come and outdo you, la. Hey, you pathetic meth. Hey, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Can't even bear what's coming, can you? Can't even bear it. Oh, that's the golden number, la. Believe that. 5555, baby. Oh, it's torturous, Dickie. 55. Unlucky. Apollo, when you're going to show your face, when you donate £149 here, then I'll show it, baby. And then you can laminate it and crack one off every night because you're that desperate to see it, laugh for some reason. It must be something queer like that. But, yeah, he's going to pay the penalty for being a Danish. So, you know, like I say, all the channels are going to come together and you're going to get wiped out in one evening. It's all going to get smashed at once. Boosh, boosh. Everywhere you turn, la, it'll just be boosh, another video. Oh, bang, there it is again. It'll be like no other bare knuckle fight you've had in your life. You'll be just feeling like you're getting jabbed all over by the videos. Oh, no, there's my pocket gone. There's my earning potential gone. Everybody knows definitely now I am a bacon. But there you go. Yeah, Nameless. He grasses himself up by making videos saying he was declared innocent. Yeah, exactly, when he wasn't. But the funny thing is, you know all the mugs and that who were like, oh, he's clear now for some weird reason when nothing has changed. He made you look stupid, guys, you know what I mean? You guys like switched him and like, oh, I want to believe he's clear for whatever reason. You either believe them or you're a bacon yourself. But, you know, he made a mug of you. He's been playing the people. And you went along and let a beast play you. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Oh my God. It just shows you, doesn't it, how easily you let a beast like Dickie roll you over. What does that say about you, lad? If you let that happen to you? Victim. That's what I'd call you. You know what I mean? Divvy Diesel. 55. 55 is the golden number. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But shut up, Bagman. I can see that's why you're called Bagman, because you're a baghead, aren't you? You know what I mean? Silly little donut. Another Decker supporter. Oh no, we don't want it to come out. No, please don't. No, because we can't suck Dickie off anymore. But we'll just change our YouTube accounts and still do it anyway because we're bacon supporters. King of the bacon. Yeah. If you don't like it, swivel on it. You know what I mean? Like that comment, isn't it? That, yeah, don't worry, Derek, it's coming. Like I say, you know, I'd rather be seen to be doing the right thing than the wrong thing, you know what I mean? People like Hector and that supporting him and that trying to get views off him. Now, if I was about that, I would have carried it on. As soon as I knew he wouldn't show the paperwork, I was off skis because I knew there was a reason why. And you'll all know why soon, baby. You best believe that. Hey, you'll have to rip down those Dickie posters, Erie. You'll have to rip down those Dickie posters, Erie. You know, the ones you've jizzed all over that your mum and dad keep telling you to take down. You'll have to get rid of them. Hope you're all well. What's Cumbrian doing? Yes, Decker is a skilled manipulator. You're right, Anderson de Silva. All of these bacons are. That's what they do. You know what I mean? Another plug for the podcast tomorrow night. Lee Marvin Hitchman will be talking about grooming gangs. You know, real people here who've had experience in these things, not 60-year-old men who sit in their parents' bedrooms chatting bubbles, you know, that type of thing. It's for big boys, you know, big boy games, this type of thing, here. You know what I mean? It's chess, not checkers. You get me, la. But, yeah, that's it, man. You know, there's been loads of victims. The man's a lunatic. I can't wait for this all to come out. I can't wait. Oh, playing on mental health as well, Dickie. Well, believe me, if you haven't had it before, you'll have it after this. You've tried to hide it all your life, haven't you? Hey, you can't hide it anymore, lad. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. But, yeah, guys. Interesting stuff, isn't it? I thought the cesspit was on tonight, lad. What's happening with isn't it a fight arranged or something with good old Filmus boy and some Scouser or something? Alter ego, is it? That's what I've been hearing. Don't know what's been going on, much like, you know what I mean? Why don't we Dave hiding the evidence in his mask? Mental health. Don't know what that comment is. It's a bit mental. Get me on, lad. Who are you, lad? Yes, Zeus. It's about deflection tactics. They hope enough support will make people forget. Correct. 100%. 100%. You want to see some of the people in my comments? Some outrageous comments, you know what I mean? Absolutely sick. From women as well. But, you know, there's more good people than bad. But, yeah, you get a lot of people. Like I say, I deleted over 650 Dickie supporters. And then when I turned against him, when he didn't want to show me the paperwork that he asked me to see, yeah, I got loads of hate. I think people must have joined up thinking that I actually loved Dickie Hickey or something, and I was going to go along with them and try and prove he wasn't a bacon for their sake. Oh, no, 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 no. As soon as I knew he weren't showing that paperwork to me and he couldn't agree to what he wanted me to do, I was off skis. I knew you were a bacon because you wouldn't show it, just like you didn't show it down at the site, eh? Because there's too much on there, lad. Too much of the bacon shit. So that's why. All right, baby. So that was me out. And I couldn't give a fuck if I lost fucking... I deleted 650. Probably lost about 350 subscribers. Couldn't give a damn, lad. Because I wasn't here for that. I was here to show the truth. And all the good people who've worked in the background is going to show the truth. So, just wait. It's coming. And you can't defend it. You dirty, dirty dodgepot. Hey? Dirty dodgepot. Yes, Robbie. You did, didn't you, lad? That's what you thought, Rob. Loads did, but you never, you know, you have to wait and see, don't you? You know what I mean? It's like these people, when this thing's coming, that's coming from all of us. People are like, oh yeah, put it out now. Do you not realise it's getting put out by a lot of big channels, right, who get good views, and it's all getting blasted out at once. So you have to be waiting because lots of videos are getting put together and stuff with all of the evidence. So don't be shouting like little begs, oh, now. It'll come when it comes, and that's it. And I don't talk shit, do I? So if it wasn't there, I told you, Edie, I'll address your comments when you donate to me. So, you know, you just have to wait, don't you? Good things come to those who wait. And I'm not in the game of chatting shit, you know what I mean? Do you think I'm going to make myself look stupid? No. I've had to see everything first and see it's 100% bang on proof. All right. So that's it. Yes, correct, Derek, because you had half a brain, mate. You know what I mean? You saw what I was doing. But some people are a bit stupid, lad. They don't. You know what I mean? There's levels of intelligence and stuff. So, you know, that's all I can say. You know what I mean? But, like, you know, people get offended by the truth. We've always said that. Because the truth hurts. It's pathetic, isn't it, lad? I'm one of those people, when I do wrong, I'll admit to it. You know what I mean? Because I'm a truthful person, and it would make me feel more of a bitch if I lied about it. But there's not many people like that cut from those type of cloth anymore, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? But as towards people talking about NFAs, right, saying, oh, NFAs mean definitely that you didn't do it. Are you crazy? Have you led any sort of criminal life ever? or known people like that. I'll tell you, I've done stuff in the past, many things. I've been NFA'd for about 7 things to do with stuff, not like Dickie, of course, and dodgy stuff like that, but many things that I actually did and I got NFA'd for because I just didn't have enough evidence. That's all. But I'd still done them. You know, there must be loads of people out there like that, surely. Loads of NFAs. I've had 6 or 7, it's something like that. And I did it. So I don't know where you get that from. And you have to look at things, right? Like, yeah, I'll see if I can put it on the screen. I should have it in me files. Let's have a look. If you can see that, all right, about getting to court and stuff like that with rape cases, all right, rape cases and that, yeah. I think, what year is that? In the year to September 2021, just 1.3% of rape cases recorded by police resulted in suspects being charged. 1.3%. And if you Google the article, I think there was something like 67,000 cases were reported in. Okay, 67,000 guys, and 1.3% of those cases resulted in someone being charged. What does that tell you? Hey, come on, it's just a failed system. You know what I mean? You can't be that naive and green. You know what I mean? That's why these things happen. So, you know, what does that say, guys? What does that say? So, yeah, maybe one NFA, you can say, hey, but when you've got the seriousness of NFAs talk, well, look at that, yeah, correct, Zeus. Ian Huntley had 6 NFAs against children if the authorities would have acted. There you go. Say no more. It's true. But people are all hooked on this thing that, like, an NFA definitely means that nothing happened, does it? Fook. Unless you live in a fantasy world. And like I say, maybe one NFA you can try and get away with explaining, even though you could have done it. But when does it start to show a pattern of behaviour? Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? And we're not talking about NFAs all at the same time. Is it 1? Is it 2 NFAs? Is it 3 NFAs? Is it 4 NFAs? When does that become a pattern of behaviour? Just because I haven't been hammered for it, as we've just seen, 1.3% out of 67,000 people. You know what I mean? So it shows you it's failed. So that's when you've got to look at these things and be like, yeah, that's a pattern of behaviour, and they've just got away with it because there wasn't enough evidence. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that, la. Simple as that. I'm just going to bring someone on here who's in the back. 2 moments, guys. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. You all well?
You all right?
I'm good, fella. Yeah, I'm gagging to hear what you've got.
2 moments, mate. 2 moments. I'm just having a problem with my headphones. 2 seconds,
okay, mate. Okay.
Right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. I can hear you.
Ah, great. I can hear you through my headphones.
Yeah,
now. It's coming through my phone before. Yeah, mate. What were you saying?
I'm glad that
No
it's
problem.
finally gonna stick this. Oh, sorry about the language, but this bastard.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that guy, how he's a man. It amazes me how he's managed to walk around the northeast for so long without getting. I just don't get it.
Well, this is it, mate. That's why he moved. That's why he moved up to his flat. Oh, he is.
He is.
That's why he moved up to his flat at Montrose. He can't walk around his own town centre. Believe that. Yeah.
But the other thing I was going to say is, I'm wondering if he's ever done a sex counselling course where they put these beasts on a course. You know what I mean? Where he's had to go and address his behaviour. Because this guy's a serious nonce, isn't he? And you
it's just, I mean,
you could just tell by his behaviour the way he's a total narcissist. He has no empathy.
100%.
And the way he sits there smugly in bed, rotten. Do you know what I mean? Just laying there in that vest. Does he ever change? Have you ever seen him in clean clothes? He
no, it's disgusting, isn't he?
Nonsense. You know, like dirty clothes and, do you know what I mean? Living in your mum's box bedroom, and do you know what I mean? He's just so wrong in every way. Do you know what? When I first went on YouTube and I saw him, I actually bought into him, and then I started hearing things more and more, and I watched him, and like, not being funny, I've been a criminal back in the day. I haven't been in trouble for over 20 years, yeah. And you can just tell, you can smell him, you can pick up on him. And just his actions, he was wrong from the start, mate. He just wrong. And
He was, mate.
I'm glad you guys are now going to absolutely nail him, because that's what he needs. He needs to be put out there, and he needs to be put to bed.
He does, yeah. And
sorry,
the thing is, when this comes out, it's all right. When this comes out, he's no one's going to touch him now. It's all the things that people were wondering, put it that way, and they're not going to touch him, and that's what's going to kill him, because no one will work with him, no one will put him on his podcast, nothing. It's the finisher. It's the finisher, and I'm glad, because he's scum.
Yeah,
he's scum. Do you know, right, when I was trying to...
I mean, he was calling it out for charity. He could call one of the Joyces out or something. I don't know what this fascination is with fighting him. You know,
I think after this has come out, that fight will be getting pulled away. I don't think Paddy will be wanting that fight anymore. Believe that.
Absolutely brilliant, because he needs it, don't he? He needs it.
The funny thing was, right, and it shows what a liar he is. When I was trying to, he asked me to go meet him to see the paperwork, okay? And then basically when I was like going to see it, he didn't come up with it in the end, and I turned around to him, right, and I said to him, look, Decker, he wanted me to put like stories out about him to try and create a narrative, basically. And I said, look, Decker, I just want to see this fucking paperwork. And I went, are you getting the subject access request? Now, bear in mind, a month before I asked him that, he said he was getting it. So I went, Decker, are you getting this subject access request? And he went, I don't even know what one of them is, Apollo. And I was like, really, you lying bastard. I went, you promised the people it a month ago. So it just showed you, he never had any intention.
Yeah, no. He told us that he was getting...
You can't stop everybody, Decker, lad.
Start of May, he was...
5th of May.
Yeah.
5th of May, and it takes 4 weeks maximum.
Start of July. And
July now,
Yeah. Full of shit, isn't he?
He just lie, doesn't he? You know what I mean? That's what these motherfuckers do.
That's what they do. Absolutely, total bacons. Yeah, absolutely.
And you've got to remember as well. He's an actor. You know what I mean? He's going to be able to blag people a bit.
Yeah, of course.
Not a great actor, but you know what I mean. He's got a bit of acting skill. Yeah.
We had one living on the corner.
All right, Alex.
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Just having a quiet live, like that's what I wanted tonight.
Keep up the good work, mate. All day long.
Yeah, all the good channels who are going to do this, I'm pleased with. So, you know, there's some people done some good stuff, like in the background, like honestly, some really good stuff, and you know,
I can imagine.
It's going to show a lot of people that.
You're only one man at the end of the day. That's what people need to remember.
These other people who've done most of the work, mate. You know what I mean? I'm just really in on putting it out there a bit on a platform, but most of them have done the work on this one, to be honest, mate. But yeah, it's good though. It's good stuff. But the good thing is, it's like going to get smashed out there by loads of channels at once. So it's not just like one channel doing it. It's everyone. So everyone's going to have to see it for a fucking day, and then they're going to be like, "Fuck me," you know what I mean?
I was working at the time, but was it 2 nights ago you done a live?
I think so, mate, yeah.
Aye, well, Mrs. Gambino was on. And,
yeah.
Then I can't mind his name, and you know, that Dodgy Dave, but that certain person still sticks up for him. This is what I do not get, Apollo, know what I mean? We all know...
Who's sticking up for him, sorry?
Well, Hubble Dryer still, to this day, is sticking up for this Dodgy Dave. I just don't get it, mate.
I think the way he's looking at it...
But it doesn't mean...
I can't speak.
It's the lesser of two evils, I think.
I just don't get normal people would never ever stick up for somebody that's robbed an old granny and then she died a few months later, and still to this day tries to deny it. And then what he done with his ex was, you know yourself what happened with his ex. He went to prison.
Do you know? Oh, definitely. No, I don't agree with any of it, but do you know what it is sometimes, and it is sort of the lesser of two evils sometimes, and it's sort of like trying to get the worst one first.
He's a total wrong one all day long. That man robbed an old granny. If that was your granny or my granny, you would do time for him, mate. And you would proudly.
I would personally, yeah.
Know what I mean?
I would. But in this circumstance,
man says that his ex drugged him, carried him up the stairs, right? The size of the big fat thing, right? Tied him up in a bed and assaulted him with a dildo. Know what I mean? And the guy, it was proven that the guy was chatting one load of shit. And
he went to prison for that.
And is still sticking up for this guy. I just don't get it. That says a lot, mate.
Oh,
Tell you.
What does it say about people like Brian Cockrell, though, right? And his missus, who are God supporters, and they sit as mods in his chat.
I just don't get it, mate.
People, do they? I never.
And they have him on. So, oh yeah, Emma's a mod on his chat and that, and the talk and that, the friends, yeah. So you could go around everybody, couldn't you?
Yeah.
There's that many wrong-uns. What do you do? You know what I mean? There's that many. I wouldn't give them a platform or nothing, but there's that many of them. It's like you could pull someone on nearly everything in this section of YouTube, isn't it? It's crazy. There's more wrong-uns on here that have done things bad in the past who've got channels than people who haven't.
I just don't get these people are allowed to come on YouTube and this dodgy Dave. I just can't stand the guy, right, mate? Personally, I've got a big bee in my bonnet about him. I just take me a passion, right? For personal reasons or whatever. But this guy's still taking money off of people that's donating to him on YouTube. It's just boggles the mind. It's just
I don't agree with that stuff. They sort of like beg for it a bit, don't they? They're always promoting the shit and that for get donations, and I don't particularly like that.
I gave them a comment, Apollo, and my comment was, why don't you give back to the family of the old women that you robbed? Give that back to the family that's still living. And he's like, what you talking about? What old women? Know what I mean? Oh, God almighty.
What's that in the chat? 2 seconds. Bob Smith needs exposed and asked, did he kill his wife? Why does his sister bring his son up? And did he get beaten up on a Middlesbrough gypsy side? Dear me, Leah Smith. That's quite some accusation.
Mad. I'd rather Dave than a beast. Right, all day long. But at the end of the day, mate, that guy's fucking a wronging as well. Robbing all women. Come on, we need to keep it right. There's no in between. There is no in between.
Oh, no, it isn't. I totally agree.
He'd be on the numbers in prison.
Big time, mate. Big time.
He'd be on the numbers.
I was told he was.
Yeah. I remember being in prison.
At the end of the
story here.
Imagine saying your veins are disabled. No, oh my God. Yeah. Oh, I mean, fucking hell.
I couldn't do it.
It just
what we'll do is we'll get rid of King of the Bacons first, Mr. Hickey, and then we'll do everyone else again. Well, King of the Bacon has to go first. King Bacon has to go, and it's coming soon anyway, very soon.
He's had 3 years.
Then, he's getting away with it. It's fucking...
Does it not wind you up, Alex, when you look at him lying in his bed, trying to give it all this sympathy?
You understand him the way he works, Nat, you know what I mean?
He looks more of a wrong than ever.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean?
These people keep calling
Doesn't look right at the moment.
Don't get it.
Yeah.
He's not going to take that fight up. There's no way he'll take that fight up because he knows if he takes that, I've no way to say too much anyway, you know what I'm saying? But I hope he does.
Yeah, me too.
There's 10 grand there for you, Decker. You want your 10 grand. Apollo's giving you 10 grand.
10 grand, yeah. Listen. I like that Fergal, right? Fergal's like, if people know a bit about him, he's a good fighter.
He's a good boxer.
I've seen
that's it, and he's like, Thing is, right, some of the people he's fought, right, and he's gone the distance with, right, like Michael Ferry, right, he was like, you know what he is, like, an absolute machine, probably one of the hardest men in the country. He's away at the moment, isn't he? But
he took all of his shots, you know what I mean? That was when Ferry was in his prime as well.
Absolutely.
And he'd have a good go with him. He's 6'2", he's 17.5 stone. He can have a row. It would be a good fight.
Do you know what? He hasn't got a mark on his face. You'd never know he was a boxer, would you? And you can tell a good boxer that they haven't got a mark on their face, because I used to box.
Yeah, exactly. He's a decent looking lad, and I think that's what makes some people think, oh, but they don't know what he's about. They've never followed any of his career, so they don't know what he's about. But yeah, I think it would be a great fight. But I've put it out there. I wasn't too happy when he wanted 10 grand, but then he said, I'll have 5 grand. So I was like, I'll put it up. Fergal's got the money, but he's investing it into things. So I said, I would put it up, but he hasn't got back. He hasn't done nothing. I don't think the Joyces want anything to do with that fight. So exactly. And I've said I'd like my money back if you lost, Decker, but we know you want the money as wages. So I said, I'll pay you it, but you're not getting back about it, because you know what's coming out about you, and you're too frightened to meet up in case something happens to you, lad. You know we're onto you. Free. Can't stand it.
If I'm jiggling about, it's not because I'm getting excited. It's because my dog is licking me.
Bulldog.
You're a good man, Paul.
It's the bulldog. He's licking my knee.
He's up. Know what I mean? No giving him any excuse. Know what I mean?
Do you know what it is?
You know what I mean? It's not going. You know yourself. He's not going to take that up, because Fergal would fucking
Penny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's a good fight. I think he'd have a great chance. He's a young man as well, you know what I mean?
He's still fat as fuck, know what I mean? You just need to look at all the fights this guy's been in, know what I mean? He knows the ins and outs of how to deal with Decker, put it that way.
20 years ago, I'd have gone myself 60 this year, so do you know what I mean? I'm a bit too old for him now.
Don't put yourself in, mate.
Yeah, but 20
as
years
as you feel.
Full game back. There you go. You know.
I tell you what, loads of people would love to get their hands on him, I think.
Decker the new NI.
Yeah.
You what, mate? Sorry?
Is your main man Decker the new NI? I think that needs to get and it's been on for too long.
Yeah, it's not going to be long now anyway.
Yeah.
Aye.
So when will this all come out, Apollo? Monday or something, or?
Oh, I can't really see it.
No, it's just as soon as I get told, basically, when everyone else was, like I say, it's all going to get fired out at the same time. So it's when everyone can get it out at the same time, I think. But obviously, people are still putting stuff together in the videos because there's that much, you know what I mean?
Do you think he looks him in those videos? Well,
something doesn't look right with him. He looks like he's no eyebrows. He looks weird.
He's deluded. Why in his bed? Why is he always in his bed? I just, you know what I mean?
He's always in his
bed. Comfy? Does he feel protected lying there?
He just started doing that, didn't he? He started lying in his bed.
That's a protection thing.
It's just little things he said. Did you see that one when he got in with the shower the other day? And then the other week he was in the train toilets, which is a strange place to be after what he was doing in the strange toilets. But he always has to mention something. And he was like, "Oh, I'm going in the train toilets. Something funny happened here last time." And then when he gets in the shower, he's like, "I don't want to make this an obscene video." He's like always saying something a bit weird, isn't he?
I know why. Why would you come out with that?
The time, innit? Innuendos. Something always like
Decker Heggie.
Deviant.
That stupid channel, The Epic Story of Tomorrow. It's a joke. Playing on the mental health.
The epic story of you
begging for donations as well.
You're gonna burn. You're gonna burn. You're gonna burn, brother.
Yeah. Your story's coming. Don't worry about that.
Big time.
Absolute bacon. But
can we just say it was me who sent you the
Beckett's Low Stories viewers. Have you noticed that? No.
Sorry, mate. Sent me what? Did you say there, mate?
Have you seen Beckett's Low Stories viewers?
Survived the cardiac arrest for 40 minutes. Remember, and I'm going to do my own video.
Oh shit!
Can you remember that?
Yeah, I can remember, mate. Do you know what it is? I can remember now you've mentioned it, but I forgot because there's that much shit goes on in my emails. But respect.
You need to get on with this first, yeah. But
you can only deal with one thing at a time, Paul. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, big respect, mate, and I will get back to you on that. But do you know what it is? You're right, and they get that much shit, and then people say to me, "What about this one? What about that one?" I'm like, "Fucking hell, I haven't even finished with this one." It's impossible to look at everybody sometimes.
Yeah.
I've got massive
people come
respect for you. Massive respect.
You've just got to stay on it. You know what it is, and it takes. It's like whatever anybody thinks.
On YouTube, but
what anybody
on
thinks. You know what it is, though. What anybody thinks of people like John Humble and stuff like that. It takes fucking stamina to keep on people. You know, it really does. And it's
nearly 3 years.
Yeah. That's what I was saying about Humble. I just put a comment in there. I was just saying, if it wasn't for Dodgy Dave, 55, and you'll all get to know what that means, guys. It wouldn't have been possible. More to come. No one's hands are clean on YouTube. Trust me on that. Good night, folks. I get what he's saying.
Yeah, that's true. That
it's sort of a bigger picture.
He's always having to apologise for everything he's saying, but he's always got to backtrack. Everything apologise. Oh, this and that, and know what I mean? He doesn't get everything. He needs to come out with everything 100%, and there's no this or that. You just can't keep coming out with the same shit and just keep backtracking, apologising for no knowing this or no knowing that. They keep it on the straight and narrow.
This is what this is.
For Decaheggy.
Yeah, this is what this is.
The pig.
100% this will be for the bacon.
It's a pig.
But respect. It takes stamina to keep on these people because you've always got people trying to defend them, people trying to cover for them, and then you start to think, here, what's the point in showing people? Because they're that stupid, they'll still support them. But then that's when you kick in and you're like, fuck you, there's more good people than bad people. I'm
surprised still supporting him after even what you put out, believe it or not.
There will be. There'll still be some out there that are disgusting, just like there is with Savile and people who support Ian Huntley and write to him in jail. There'll still be that. But where it's going to kill him is nobody, because this is proof, and no one will work with you again, Dickie, after this. So your pocket's gone.
Nobody fucking loves or fucking agrees with Decca whatsoever. Get it right, mate?
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
This will
horrible.
Finish him. But like we said, there'll still be people out there who'll support him. You just there'll be a hardcore follower.
Of course there will.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's Ashley McGriffin in the chat from 3D Fight Club. Everybody abuse him. Everybody abuse him in the comments. Thank you very much, lad. But not too badly, just a little bit for Ashley. Oh dear.
Poor guy, wasn't he?
I've already said enough about him anyway. I believe he's an alright guy, but at the end of the day,
he seems a nice enough lad. He was just a fool guy, wasn't he?
Who's that? Who?
I think he was a bit of the fool guy for the 3D Fight Club.
For 3D at the time, yeah. Took a load of shit like he did, but I still blame it all on Ashley, so...
Exactly. I'm no fucking buttoned up the back.
Yeah, Alex takes no prisoners. Alex, there's no leeway. He's just like fuck you, and that's the end of it.
So we have been put up.
Okay, Apollo. Right, man. I'm going to leave you. Really nice to talk to you.
Yeah, respect, mate.
Yeah, and good luck. And I hope to speak to you soon. My dog is humping me.
Yeah, big respect.
But she gets jealous. Look. She gets jealous.
Whatever, Dickie. Whatever.
Yeah. I'm going to stay.
Respect, mate. See you later.
Lucky.
Oh, no problem,
mate. Bye.
Yeah, big respect. Big respect. Funny. Never seen him on anyone else's panel before.
Who's that?
That guy who's just been on. I've never seen him on a panel before.
Is that?
No, that was another guy.
Oh, right.
That was another guy. Yeah, Zeus. Zeus channel's good. Have you been going on it?
No, I've not. Zeus is an alright guy, man. Definitely.
Everyone subscribe to Zeus's channel. I don't know if anyone can put it in the chat because it's quite entertaining. He's always exposing people. He exposed me in Exposure TV last night. Crazy behaviour over there. It's funny though. It's funny. What's that? I'm just having a look through the chat. Where's my money for giving you that shout out, Ash? Funny, lad. But yeah, it's just mad, Alex, isn't it? I thought the cesspit was on tonight, but it's not. So
I don't know.
Come on.
Yeah, Fulham boys having a bit of a break and that, no.
Don't blame him. That's how it gets on here sometimes.
24/7, innit? He's got a family and that, so family comes first at the end of the day, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to have a break after I've done this and done the other thing I need to do, and then I'm having a break for a little bit.
It must be, honestly, mate, you must have your mind must be ready to explode. You'll need
it's just.
I know what you're saying.
It's like other people know it just takes over your day, because you know what happens. You're like looking at stuff, and then like other people are messaging you, and then you've got to message them, and it's just like, fuck me. Like your day goes, and when you're working in that, I mean, I've been off work because I've had COVID, but when you're working in that, it's impossible. But you've just got to try and do it, haven't you?
Yeah. Is that the first time you've had COVID?
No, mate, I've had it 3 or 4 times now.
I know, it's
That's
crazy,
why I'm starting to
isn't
believe I'm not even sure if these tests are really showing COVID when I do them, or if it's just because you've got a flu it shows up. You don't know, do you? But there's a few people saying they've got COVID at the minute again, so maybe it's all over the place, isn't it?
It's never ending, isn't it?
New strain going to wipe us all out, lah. I wish somebody would after the stuff I've seen.
I know. Honestly, mate, you're a man and a half to fucking have to. I can just imagine all the shit that you've had to deal with.
That's what I was saying to people. Like,
don't. Most people just see that, and then they're trying to pick flaws in you. But at the end of the day, you're only one man. You can only do so much. You know what I mean? Definitely.
It's just. I mean, some people in that, they're just watching videos and it's just entertainment to them. They're not even fucking bothered of the outcome. But when you're in it, it's a bit different, you know what I mean? And then the same mad stuff and that, and I'm just like, you don't even know what's going on, lah. You know what I mean? And like, you're saying crazy shit. But it all comes out in the wash in the end. But you've got to keep on it, because if you don't keep on it at all, then these people get led away. And all we can do is highlight it, show proof, and hope good people don't try and enable them and help them out.
Humble Dryer, are you still supporting fucking Dodgy Dave? Are you still supporting him?
I don't know if he went off, did he?
I mean, that Mrs. Gabino, I felt fucking really bad for her, know what I mean? That woman's fucking seen, she's fucking World War II's and all the rest of it or whatever, but this cunt try to fucking still make excuses for this Dodgy Dave. I don't get it.
Mind you, I wouldn't, that's just one thing I can't do. I've always said when I come in, I can't argue with women. I've said a few mad things to blokes, but I just can't. I can't argue with a woman, even if she wanted to argue with me. I can't.
You'll never win.
I just can't.
You will never win because you're always look bad or whatever. You know what I mean?
I just couldn't do it anyway. It's not in us to argue with a woman.
Mate.
Yeah. It's like I try not to swear. If I'm in a woman's company, my mouth changes. I don't swear much anyway, but I don't swear in front of women. It's just the way I've been brought up, that's all. And that's what my dad was like. So it's just what you brought up like sometimes. But like, I agree with that. But like, my dad was like that. He would swear with all of his mates. He was a proper man's man. As soon as my mother was there, it was like, no. Like, I've seen him crack blokes before who swore in front of women. He's one of those, and it just carries down. But it's the right way to be, I think, isn't it?
Hold on,
let me see. Humble's just coming. Humble's just commented there. Time will tell. I've said all I can for the moment. Dodgy Dave made things happen that I couldn't. So a dodgy fucking out in the dirty beast is a win-win.
I'm humble. Let's get it right.
I think what he's good night. I think what he's saying is just waiting. I think it's part of what's going to come, mate. I think that's all it is.
He said that for years, mate. He said it for years.
Honestly, mate, you'll see this one's right. You'll see. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what's gone on for years because I haven't been on for years. But this, all I know, is going to be right. So just sit tight. It's coming. Don't worry. I promise. I'll give my cert. I'll give my proven shit on that.
He's always backtracking, apologising for everything. But if he can still stand up for Dodgy Dave that robbed an old woman and all the rest of it, it just doesn't float my boat.
I get what you're saying, mate. I do.
Don't fucking live in that street, Paul. Sorry for swearing again. People at my street don't get away with that shit. Sorry, but...
No, there's no free passes for any of it.
I've got morals and so does a lot of people.
Yeah, thank God. There's still some people left. But Because it seems to be there's more than not, a lot of the time, more than not.
I just don't get why all these people get free passes, you know what I mean?
I don't know. It's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
I've done videos about Dodgy Dave before, being showing everything for what it is, but I sort of get where other people from. If he's bringing something that other people couldn't somehow, and then after that, I get, you know what I mean? It's a funny situation, but I don't give him the free pass. He's a wrong and to me for what he did, so I couldn't have done it for that. You know what I mean?
The was for me, picking his daughter's name out there, that was enough for me, mate. That just showed him up for what he was. He doesn't give a fuck at the end of the day. He said, hang me done this. There was no proof of that whatsoever. And he brought his daughter into it. You know what I mean? That should never have come on the public demeanour, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what it was as well? You know these people who were going for Dickie in the beginning, they made it so much worse for people. You know, people like Burkett, who were saying that he'd actually aimed.
Should stick to the fact.
That was the problem. They were turning around going, he raped an 11-year-old girl anally. Well, that wasn't true. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And then when you say something like that, and you're supposed to be the child protection team, which is a load of bollocks, and you're going for a wrong, and you've just destroyed mass loads of work by saying that, because you're unbelievable. I couldn't believe it when he said that.
All for views, Apollo. All for views, mate. That's all it was.
Pathetic, isn't it, saying something like that to get some views? Disgusting behaviour.
It just doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. It's just fucking
lunatics.
Crazy.
I mean, a bloody road trips that never happened, talking to victims and stuff. You lunatics. You absolute lunatics. It's a good job this other stuff's coming. Unbelievable. But I'm saying it's a good job this other stuff's coming, because you nearly ruined everything. Fucking idiots. Stupid fools. They haven't got a brain cell between them.
I know. They're all
they really haven't, mate.
Dickheads are sale. They're all wrong ones are sale. Talk to you, Burkett, you fucking pussy.
Burksket, yeah, he's a big time wrong. And same as Darren G. He's another wrong at the minute. There's loads of them, isn't there?
That was absolutely shocking, mate. It just showed you his true colours, didn't it? I'm just glad it's out there now.
Well, he got really defensive about it. He's put lives out saying, I'm only talking to these people to get the message out. What message? Grooming them?
Exactly. Grooming them. Talking to them fucking like that. Honestly, imagine putting your daughter in is there as well. You wouldn't want to do that.
Listen to this. Listen to this, Alex. Some of the comments I was getting about it, right? I mean, 90% of people are against him, but some of the comments are like, well, you've got to remember, Apollo, he's been in jail for 18 years. He hasn't grown up, so he'll still like kids. And it's like, fucking, are you for real? You know what I mean? Like, how do you try and justify this shit? It's like, where you from, mate? Coming with comments like that. But this is what you get to see. But he's a wrong 'un. A 40-year-old man, a young girl comes on, you'd just be, see you later. Like, you wouldn't even consider talking to them like that. It's dirty antics.
Oh, shit.
Your phone's away, lad.
Oh, right. So, I'll take this phone call now, right?
No problem, mate. No problem. But, yeah, man. You get people like that all the time. You know, we've always been in jail 18 years. Got to remember he'll still be immature. That's why he talks to kids. You absolute psychopath. Absolute disgusting behaviour. Bacon lie. Yeah, he's a horrible man. He needs to disappear, doesn't he? These people don't realise, you know. Like, they think they're just on YouTube and that. But, you know, I don't know if that was a setup when he got chased down the street by that lad and toxed us on the bike. But, come on now. There's people looking at this and they'll catch you. You know what I mean? They will. These people walk around looking behind the shoulders, but they'll come a cropper. And that's no threats from me or nothing like that, lad. There's just people out there that'll come across you and just be like, no. You know what I mean? Just smash. There's one for you, Darren. Do you think Scousers like that, Darren? Do you? Do you think Scousers like that behaviour? You'll come a cropper. Just it'll happen. It's just you're in the public eye, but someone will probably get hold of you for going on like that. There's a lot of people in life, and the police don't come till after the crime's happened. Remember that. The police can't help you until after it's happened. You fool. Bacon's a lot of you. Right, Benny. Major Benny, the Major of Blackpool.
What's happening? You all right?
The hardest man in Blackpool. Did Steve, I heard.
Hey, you know the one.
Get you into trouble, Benny, lad.
You all right?
Yeah, not bad. How's it going? Yeah, good, mate. How's it going?
You feeling better, bro?
Yeah, a lot better. Just my chest's still a bit dodgy, like you've got phlegm on your chest and you're always needing to cough. But
yeah.
Apart from that, I'm a lot better than I was. Like,
all right. Your family and that, all right?
Oh yeah, they're always all right. It's me who gets all the crap. Believe that. That's a fact. I'm just here to do the devil's work. They all have an easy life.
Oh, mate, look at women for you. That's no disrespect. I'll tell you what, I'm gobsmacked at Darren.
Some people are, some people aren't. That's the thing. I am, because I didn't think he was like that. I don't know. I haven't watched him too much, right? And I know about him. I know about what he's done in the past. And I thought like, oh, he's straight talking. He has got a message. But then obviously people were saying Apollo, he's not a good guy, you know. And I was like, well, I haven't seen anything at all. And then I saw that and I was like, fuck me. Like, that's enough for everything. Everybody's right.
Yeah. I get what he's been through, yeah. And he's obviously paranoid out of his tree. You know.
Yeah, man.
And obviously he's got to live with his guilt of what he's done. But I genuinely think his mind's going to crack.
Oh, yeah, I think it's on its way. Have you seen the last couple of lives he's done? It's got to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was slagging me off. He was slagging Exposure off. He was slagging Humble off, and it was getting to him. You could see, and there was loads in his comments calling him a bacon. And and I was like, good, you're getting it now, Darren. And you're off TikTok now. All of his TikTok's been reported for grooming. That's why he's banned off there at the minute. I don't know where he can go from here. Yeah, that was down to where Humble did that, you know.
Did he?
Humble did that.
I've always said
Humble got them all took down.
I've always said about Humble, John's all right, but Humble's a cunt. Yeah, but he loves it. He loves being a cunt.
I know what you're saying, Benny, but there's no in-betweens with wrong ones, mate. Look at that dodgy Dave. He's still sticking up for him, mate. Know what I mean?
But he's got two birds. He's got two birds with one stone there. Yeah, he's used the dodgy fucker to out a dodgy fucker. You know what I mean?
Correct. And there's a sort of I get exactly what Alex is saying. I get what Alex is saying
mate,
as well.
But, this cunt's a fucking total wrong one. How can he put his own... I'm not about to say the D word again, his own... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's bad enough, mate. You should never ever do that. Especially online.
Definitely not. But yeah, that was a good thing. Humble went on. He got into the TikToks. He got it all reported for grooming. And guess what? TikTok thought it was grooming as well, Darren, because they got rid of you. So there you go. You know what I mean?
And then he does look like he's coming on like he's in a panic.
Oh, he's big time in a panic.
Oh, yeah, big time. Oh, yeah, big time. You can see it straight away. But let's face it, guys. I mean, that girl, I mean, he was saying 15. I thought she looked more about 13. She looked young as hell. You know what I mean?
I was proud of the lassie that called him a fucking pedo. You know what I mean?
I saw that video.
That was fucking
I saw that video.
Well done, hen. Then he's like, shut her off, didn't he?
I mean, have you seen the scene? This is disgusting.
Yeah. Well, like I say, Humble, he can be a cunt and he'll get you if he wants to, you know. But he loves it.
Oh, yeah, he will do
He loves it. He was on it.
He's like a terrier.
Don't get me if he wants.
Hello, people. What's happening?
Yes.
Hello.
Irish lad.
No, fuck the pedos, fuck the RG, fuck Humble. That's nice, eh? Right? Here, right? I'll tell you here. Humble, I'm going up to the Sunday market. So I am, mate, and there's a second-hand pub for you, mate. I'm going to buy it and send it straight over. You fucking waster. I see that guy. I fucking hate that guy so fucking much. I just despise that little fucking ginger rat. Seriously. Because I'll tell you, listen, Fanny, listen, mate, he's a stain. Right, he's a stain. He needs to keep his fucking nose out of other people's businesses. You know what I mean? I've heard a lot about that guy. Fuck that guy. He's a fucking pedo. Fuck all the pedos. Fuck Humble. Fuck Darngy. Fuck everybody.
Son.
Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, Humble, I come on and I fucking confronted. And you says, I know what he turned around and says, Apollo, he turned around and says, and I sick to the fucking stomach. It just came into my head earlier on. When I confronted him and about the, as I say, mate, about the autism and about vulnerable people that take advantage of, and I went mad with him on exposure. And the thing is, he turned around and says to me, he just turned around and says, "Here, I heard you've got a problem with Northern Ireland fucking predators, catchers. Here's me. What the fuck are you talking about, you simple little smackhead? I go to fucking Northern Ireland fucking predators and I fucking record it on the phone and I go live and I fucking go to the people who work for him. They're fucking junky bastards themselves. Alcoholic cunts.
That's a bit like Bearcat. If you've got something bad to say to Bearcat goes, "Oh, you're sucking big dickies."
2 moments.
But anyway, my missus is badgering me.
Wait a minute, Benny. Because I've just had to mute everybody. I've only muted everybody. Just try and keep the language down a bit, guys, for me, please, will you? I'll let you say whatever you want, but try and keep the language down just a little bit.
Apollo.
It's all right, man. It's all right, man. It's all right. All right, boys. There you go.
Sorry about that bit, Apollo. So what I'm saying there, he says about, and I'm going to myself, what is this man talking about? Here's me. What the hell? Here's me. I only come on to ask you about a recording I heard of your wife saying to abuse vulnerable people and people with autism. You shut my channel down. I had to make up a new channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See about that, you Humble. Listen, you're threatening people addresses. I had when Rangers played in the final when they get beat. I had a banter with Motorsports put something on with Jimmy Savile with a salty top was. Yeah. I hit back at that there. And then one of his mates come on and says, "Yo, laddie," or whatever, "I'm coming to your address. Listen, boy, Humble, Motorsports, motherfuckers, sorry, mother effers. Come over. Please come over. Come over, you're coming to Belfast.
Listen, lad. I'll just answer this comment, right, Jamie DH. Keep your language down. Did you hear yourself on the cesspit, Apollo? Yeah, I did, mate. That's a roasting channel. This isn't really a roasting channel. So, that's all right, mate. Is that all right for you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that all right for you, Jamie JH, baby? Go on, boys.
Is it over 18s?
Listen, I only went on the exposure that they asked that. As I say, Apollo, you heard me.
It's over 18s. Well said, mate.
Yeah. The thing is, Apollo, you heard me last night about my wee girl having autism, but see this here shit about what do you call it, about the Irish people on YouTube that are in the cops. Listen, mate, I'm 100% Irish. That's the name. You see Bobby Sands and the fucking the two people standing there with their rifles masked up. Does it look like I'm in the cops, Humble? Does it look like it, you ginger little prick?
Are you on about
relations?
Listen, I've been watching and all this here. I've been watching, and listen, mate. Are somebody going to be killed, mate? Seriously, or somebody end up going to get sliced or shot dead or whatever, mate? Something's going to happen.
That'd not be me, lad.
I see your face. I'm coming for you.
No, but another one to add to the list.
And here, and another thing last night, I heard that a good fellas turned around and says, "But Humble, you're back in Dave." "Oh, yes, sir, but I was down at Dave's and he's brilliant with his kids." I don't care if he's brilliant with his kids. I don't care if he's What did he do to that old lady? Humble, what did he do to that old lady? Get it through your head. Has the drugs pissed your head up, boy? Listen.
On the smack,
yeah, junkie. Listen, he done that old lady. Simple as humble. You're paying everybody. You think I don't work for Atwood? Atwood's a fucking pansy. I don't work for nobody. I work for myself. I work for my family. Not like you, humble. You're destroying families because you're a biggest bloody troll and ever walked YouTube. Yeah, blunker.
The thing is, I'm glad you said that.
I hope you're listening. And don't be fretting you're coming to Belfast. As I turn around and says, I don't know Mark Belfast. I don't know Fighting Irish. But if push comes to shove, we're like the Muslim brothers. We stick together, us Irish. But if you're going to come to Belfast, mate, trust me, mate. Trust me. I'll bring you fishing in the middle of the ocean. We'll have a good wee fishing day out. You bring your wee boat over, humble. And I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what,
don't
mate.
go to Ireland,
I tell you what, mate. See where the submarines go. See where the submarines go. You'll be down with the submarines. Trust me, mate. Trust me on that, brother. Yeah.
The thing is as well, though, Irish, yeah. Dodgy Dave is a professional con man.
He's a rat.
He's a fucking absolutely 100% fucking.
You see, we can see it, but other people believe him. You know, we can see it, but other people believe him. He's a professional.
But the thing is, this man is still on YouTube, and people are still donating to his channel.
And he's wearing two balaclavas. Wearing two balaclavas and talking about grapes.
Exactly.
Look at all of these guys. Look at all of this, right? You've got someone like me who comes on here and tries to do something right, who gets no donations. And you've got all these wrong-uns getting thousands donated.
Exactly.
What's going on, people? What's going on? What does that tell you?
What? Exactly. Is other wrong-uns backing up on the wrong-uns?
Apollo, what does Sue say here? What does Sue say here? I mean, I can't see up with my glasses. What did he say here?
Apollo,
does Irish like John one in the chat for yes?
Get yourself a balaclava and you don't have to worry about that.
But I mean, I see at the end of the day, Apollo, as I say, I confronted him and he turned around and says, what about Northern Ireland predator catchers? Mate, what are you trying to say, mate? Listen, that's the best you're going to come out with, John. Listen. And another thing, you says you're not a fighter, you pay somebody
to
fight your battle.
You're
a pansy. Trust me on that, mate.
I get where you're coming from, because if he was coming over to England and causing trouble, you know, it'd be the same the other way around. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, as I say, I'm a family man. Listen, Benny.
It does want you on YouTube.
Benny, I'm a family man, mate.
I agree with you there, hey?
Yeah.
Benny, I'm a family man, mate. I'm with my missus 16 years. I've 3 beautiful children, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm a dedicated family man, mate. But if you're gonna step on my territory, mate, I'm gonna have to do what I have to do, mate. Yeah.
I've been
as I said, mate, I don't know Fighting Irish. I don't know Mark Belfast. I don't know Dogman. I'll be meeting up with Dogman anyway. He's gonna ring me tomorrow. He's a decent guy, Dogman. But the thing is, if they're gonna come over to Fighting Irish's door, I'll be with Fighting Irish. Trust me.
The thing is, I've been with my missus 20 years, and if anybody comes to my door, my missus will be there before me.
Well, Benny, I'm going to come to your door and take your missus off you. But what about that?
To my door, they won't believe in me. They're fucking legs. No, but put it that way.
As I say, I just don't understand. You know, if you can't take it, don't be shutting my channel down. I had to rehang my channel and all back up. It was shut down. He shut it down. Sorry, Dad. You know.
I'm just going to answer this comment. 2 seconds, guys. It's just because she's getting annoyed with me. Leah Smith, are you ignoring me? No, I'm not. What was your question? Let me have a look. Apollo, I'm just having a look. Bob Smith, you want me to address Bob Smith? What do you want me to address Bobby about?
He's on the day beef now. He was on the day. He was on the day slabbering. Yeah, he was on the day slabbering.
What about?
Just Apollo, every mate. He's done about 5 bloody mate. May the Lord be with you. That I'm calling you out. Don't you dare slag Mr. who do you call him, or who do you call that tax man?
I want to be famous,
Brian
but why would you
Cockle.
want to build your
Don't you
channel
threaten the tax
on the
man?
back
And
of Decker?
I thought, oh, it's
Irish.
here, and
If Decker Heggie went over to fight Paddy, would he come back?
yeah.
No.
Listen,
No.
I tell you here now, if he goes over and fights Paddy Collins, as I say, I'm not a fan of fuck Decker Heggie, but it'll be fair play, mate, and nothing like that will be happening, mate. Trust me.
But will he come
I doubt
back
the
alive?
fight will be happening after what's coming out, lad. I'll tell you that. I doubt
I believe you, bro. I believe you. Like,
Are you
but I mean,
listening, Decker?
if things stand now and nothing's been pulled up, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
But if Apollo
showing
Jen,
his acro,
things are coming out here, he'll not be here. Listen, trust me,
people that stood by him.
He won't be entering Dublin or any part of Belfast, mate. Trust me.
Apollo addressed what Leah had said.
But
that was about Bob Smith. Oh yeah, no, what I was saying. Oh, sorry, what I was saying about Bob Smith was right. The only problem I had with him, right, for you, Leah, was like when I was having a go with Brett May, he sort of got involved and started saying he was going to do this and do that, and then saying I'd called him out at Appleby. Yeah, mad shit. So then I got a hold of that video of him, right, which I censored out the most disgusting part, which was his 2-inch dicky, and basically I put the video out there, and then he begged. He begged for it to be took down because I told him there was more, and he said he wasn't going to associate with these people. But then the next day, I saw him. He was with Burkett, so I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
Yeah, he was
so I haven't really seen anything else.
In a cafe.
I sat back, yeah. But I just thought I'll sit back and see what he does, because he promised somebody that I know really well. Really well. That's why he apologised to me through this person. So you better watch what you're doing, Bob.
He only had 54 on his live.
Has he sent an half-assed apology?
Apollo, I watched. This is going back about 6 weeks ago, mate. I watched. Let me see. Brett May, right? He come on, Bob Smith. He's an
fucking.
There he was. Apollo. Brad's first.
It's a lunatic.
Brad first. Davin's next, and then I'm after Davin. So you have to fight the three of us. So for fuck's sake.
Silence the shotgun.
No, where has the Davin boy been? Where's he been? Haven't seen Davin boy.
How funny was it though, right? You had Brett May come onto YouTube, and like I say, I try to go for everyone when I've got the time. So I had him come onto YouTube trying to have a go at Decker. So I thought, well, I'm going to have a go at you as well, because you're a wrong'un. And then it went on for a bit. He got exposed for being an absolute bacon, really. And then he had to go really quiet, didn't he, after Sean Atwood again? What an idiot! What an idiot!
Apollo, see that that woman you had on when you were out in your man there, fucking saying it was he had wee 15-year-old lassies and all that.
Oh yes, Mr. Curry,
He went, am I going to fight? I don't even know what the guy looks like. You want me to go somewhere for an hour and then you'll get a phone call?
Yeah.
I'll show you face. Am I fighting?
Hey man, what about Devon Hartley? I've spoke to people in Walton Jail and no one knows who Apollo is.
I know. As a day,
the Rocky.
Apollo, yeah, fucking.
After D Lynch's fight and D Lynch's fight against that odd dude, he was on the live. I tortured the life of him. Your man, he went off. Here's me, fuck. I tortured him again. I tortured the life of him. And you know what? All he says is the same thing over and over and over. He's about 3,000 sandwiches short of a picnic. I was the Gavin, mate, I see you hit the bag. You hit the bag like my fucking woman. You're a Jesus.
I see that. You know what it is? I see that night you come out with the dick pump that night.
Aye, mate. Oh, it's still there.
Swear to God, mate. I couldn't stop the tears and everything. That was funny as fuck.
I saw everyone here. It's here. I up that last Sunday before. And there's like the big market sells everything, but there's people do no damn car boot sales. And I'm looking, my mates, band, the dance, CDs, for the car. And I'm looking and looking and looking. Here's me, no fucking, here's me, no way, that's not. I'm looking at me, and he got my glasses on. Here's me, I went over, give me a second-hand sea pump. Here's me, all over here, but here is here, all over the market. Here's me, Bran, here's me. You want me to buy it? You fucking everybody was laughing.
You know,
Bob Smith in the chat, people. Bob Smith in the chat.
Get him on, Apollo. Get him on.
Apollo, before
Come and join the panel. Praise be to God, Bob. I hear you're going to have a slapping match with Hector, because that's about the level of Hector. He's a slapper, la. He's a slapper. Clout chaser, Hector. You wrong, and Decker supporter as well, mate. Haven't forgotten about you, la. No wonder you get your. No wonder. I'm not saying it's funny, Hector. I'm not saying it's funny, but no wonder you get the paint took off your car when you support big hands. But yeah, Bob's. Yeah, big Hector. Well,
he's been ran down by a woman, and now he's got paint finish chucked all over his car. Makes you wonder.
Battery acid or something? Battery acid. Lifted. I think it was about 5 grand damage or something.
But he let me down there, Hector, big time. The way he's done that.
Shit.
But
that's us all down.
Has Ashley Douglas fell out with you, Apollo?
Yeah, Apollo's up, Bob Smith there.
Yeah, this is Bob Smith. That Leah Smith is a fake profile. Never heard of her in my life. She's not a Smith. It's a fake profile. How dare that person talk about my kids saying my son hates me? My son loves me, and I'm with them.
Get her out.
Get up, Bob, lad. Get up, Bobby.
Apollo, be careful as well who you let on the panel, because PD got Paul.
What's he saying now, Apollo? What's he saying?
And what you saying? Expose, Bob. I can meet anyone who wants to see my acro. There's nothing to expose about me. Go on then, Benny. You've been saying you wanted to see his acro, Benny. Go on, Benny, lad.
Your acro, Bob.
I want to see everyone's acro now. That's it. Acro's out.
I mean, guys. I would show you my acro. I've got nothing to hide. It's just you couldn't prove if it was mine or not. That's the only reason I don't show it, lad.
I just want to see your rap sheet.
What's on your acro, Bob? Only thing on Bob's acro is being brain dead. Fuck's sake, Bob. Way on, will you?
My very first.
Don't worry, Bob. Though I won't have anyone on here talking crap about you, Bob. No way, lad. Unless you don't stop hanging around with Berksket, lad. You must know he's a wrong and he's been on Rule 43.
Come on, Robert.
And
we're not messing about, Bob. And Bob, let me say to you, mate, Bob, if you need any proof about Berksket, right? I don't know if you've heard it, right? But I've got a police recording where they go round to that Mr. Curry's house where the young girl is, and they're telling that he's a danger to women and children. That's why he's not allowed round. I've got that if you need it sending to you somehow, mate, because you're barking up the wrong tree with him, lad. Freddy Krueger, believe me.
Bob, you sound a bit confused to me, mate, about what's going on.
I don't
think you know exactly what's.
He's not allowed.
I don't think you're a bad guy, to be honest, Bob. I just think,
I think you're funny, Bob.
You don't know what's going on.
I think you're funny,
I like
Bob.
your content, Bob. Turn your comments on, Bob, as well. Turn your comments on, lad, because no one can interact with you.
Bob,
you always say, "Let me know what you think," and you haven't got your comments on, lad. What's going on? Don't turn into your mates, Devon, for God's sake. Brittany.
You're getting tag teamed.
Yeah, Apollo.
You got out though, Bob, didn't you? You're not that stupid, are you, Bob? You got out quick when you heard what might happen to Brittany. You were out there like a scalded rat, lad, weren't you?
Yeah, Apollo. Yeah, he was on yesterday talking. He was on yesterday, so he was Brittany. No, when you go into it's like, what do you call it? No, on YouTube, the shorts or something, the short thing. He was Daka.
Oh, yes.
He was Daka. I miss. I want to feel this. I'm going. You did not beat no that there fighting thing you're done with DC and all that there. All this here and fucking here was. I typed in. Here's me. You major name under Daka. Brittany, don't it? Here's me, the criminal. Peter Andre. Here's me. Get the fuck. He loved the comment too.
Bob,
funny man.
What's Bob saying there? And what are you saying? Expose Bob. I can meet anyone who wants to see me. Nothing to expose.
That's what I was saying,
me.
Benny. You've been shouting for weeks. You wanted to see Bob's acro. Now he's come and said he'll show you it, and you don't want to know, Benny.
Apollo, try and get him on there, man.
I
Try and
want
get
to
him on.
see your acro, Bob, if it makes you feel better.
Bob. Bob, I
We're
want
going
to
to
see
send
MD
Benny
strings.
down, Rolls Royce. Rolls
Yeah.
Royce, Benny, you can come down
Bob,
and get the acro.
I'm
Bob,
gonna get
if you're
chauffeured
listening,
to see an
I want to
acro.
see MD strings you were wearing. You sent them pictures to that woman. Them big thongs.
The thing is, Bob,
Here, I'll get you at their second-hand sea pump if you want, Bob. No problem.
It's all good
It's
fun.
on the cheap too, Bob.
Bob, as well, you signed in a disclaimer because we can put it all over YouTube, your acro, so
Yeah.
I know it's safe, yeah?
Bob,
So, you know.
may the Lord be with you, Bob. Hi, Bobby. Good.
Dear.
You know what? Here, Apollo,
funny, lad.
as well he has that their thing cancelled. He would get some grief. He would get some grief if people could tax him. He would get destroyed, mate. Honest to God.
They're slow and they're slow.
He's been destroyed.
Oh, I know, but I'm on about if people could tax into him the way he has that or on the kids mode or something like that, he would get destroyed. Honest to God.
Jim was having a laugh, you know, on Zeus's channel, and he was saying the other day he put a video out, did Bob, and he was in like a church type of thing in a tent, and he was singing all religious, and then like straight away after that, it was like, this is what happens to paedophiles' houses. You're not sure what message you're coming with, Bob. That's all, mate. That's all it is.
There's only one message. There's fucking wrong, and that's
Apollo, he was running. He was out jogging. He was out jogging. He was, the sweat. Here he was. He was out jogging. Here he was. Jesus, I'm out jogging. The sweat. I'm a fighting man. What was he wearing? A Berghaus jacket, a pair of jeans, and a pair of fucking boots. Out jogging.
Collecting a bit of scrap.
I did find it quite amusing when he said, either leave it or I will just absolutely destroy you without touching you.
It's funny. It's proper funny, lad. It really is. There's some funny characters on here. Who's that just commented that? Will Sargent.
After lockdown,
it
should be a big operation and just wipe the country out of these nonsense.
Aye, definitely.
Deckers had to be delivered by helicopter, believe it.
B-52 bomber.
The Afro chopper.
I tell you this now, Benny. See, I tell you this here now. Bob's been told by the travelling community, stay the fuck away from Donut. Because he has been told.
Is Bob staying away from the donut?
But see if Bob doesn't listen. Yeah, see if Bob doesn't listen, he'll be disowned. He'll be disowned, trust me.
Well, that's it. Like I said, you know, I've always said there's other people on the outside looking at this. There's not just us on YouTube. There's other people, and they see it, and they're like, "We've had to tell you, Bob, because they know he's wrong." And it's a fair play to you, Bob. But all I'm saying, Bob, is sort of like try and check people out a little bit before you befriend them in such a way that you stick up for them because it makes you look bad.
I think Bob's too vulnerable. Like he's very vulnerable.
He doesn't know enough about YouTube.
He's a vulnerable guy.
Don't be easily led, Bob, and do a bit of research before you start. You know, if it's too good to be true.
Before I even put my first video out, I'd been watching YouTube for like 3 or 4 months. So I was trying to pick up. You've got to watch it, haven't you? First, you've got to look into shit a bit. Because all sorts get said.
Before you come on this, well, you've been on the scene for a while, but when you started doing lives and stuff like that, what you were coming out with was 100%, and that's what a lot of people agreed with, you know what I mean? Like that, this guy's talking sense, you know what I mean? Then eventually come out with what you're coming out with now.
The thing is, Alexander, people
that was always the end game.
People expect.
I think they expect me to be the judge, the police, everything.
Exactly. You're only one man. You're only
God,
one
it's
man.
mad, and I'm like, I'm not Major Benny, you know what I mean?
Nah, Benny's a man.
But like,
But
it's like I can't do anything. I've said this, guys. I've said this to people. All I can do, right, with things is some stuff people know about, some stuff people didn't. But at the end of the day, all I can do is highlight it just to push it out there because things get forgotten about, and you know that's all I'm doing, and it makes more people realise shit. And like the same, what's coming with Dickie, and that's what it's needed sometimes because a lot gets forgotten about, and then it sort of lets them away with it. That's all I'm saying.
You're a YouTuber.
Yeah.
You're a
I'm
fucking
not like
YouTuber.
fucking. Yeah.
No, sorry
I'm not
to
like the
swear,
be all
right?
and end all. I'm just
Apollo
a
people
normal
are getting-
bloke, right? And that's the truth. You what, mate?
Yeah.
Apollo, people are just getting away with things too easy these days, and when they're exposed, and when people be exposed,
you know that.
people
Yeah.
start looking and going, "No, it is. We need to fucking break up our own ideas and start
Do you
looking
know what
here,
it is?
looking there."
It's
You
like,
know,
it's. Do you know what it is? It's like what John Humble said to me earlier, and he's right. It's like how often now do you see a man arguing with a woman in the street or something bad happening? People just walk past. And they're just doing. In the olden days, it wasn't like that as much.
But Humble's arguing with women and putting them down and fucking. No,
But
I mean,
I'll be
that's
honest.
Paula, right? That's Paula.
I've learned not to get involved in other people's
He should have just
relationships.
shut up and no get into an argument where any other man would have done. You know what I mean?
But I've learned not to get involved with other people's relationships when they're arguing.
Exactly.
What's Bob saying? What's Bob saying? What's Bob saying?
It says that fake profile. Sorry, that fake profile. Leah Smith says, I move around every 3 months. I've been living where I am for well over a year, and where I was living last was around a year, and I only moved into my new. That's how it finished, lads.
All right. But as I say, I mean,
hey Benny.
The way you can't be putting your nose into our people's business. It's not that. Humble, you've got no right. Who are you, mate? You're not a fucking FBI, man. Who have you got the right to put your nose into anybody's business? Who are you? Who is this guy?
If I was arguing with my missus and someone came along and got involved, I'd tell them to fuck off.
Exactly,
man. Oh no.
Hello, is your
in the chat.
Hello, is your wee woman in the
Scouse Emma, she's all right. Scouse Emma.
Oh, I don't
Get
know
back
her.
to your pimp. Get back to your pimp. Get back to your pimp exposure. Coming round here with your dirty ways. Get back to exposure.
No. Actually, Emma's sound. She says it as it is. She does.
Oh, I know. I'm only messing with her. Bob's come back. Bob's fighting back, guys.
Just tried to get in the back. You haven't, Bob.
I caught pneumonia from Dan.
Apollo, you might have anything to say, Bob. Go on and mute us, Apollo, and have a chat with him and tell him exactly what you think.
Robert,
it's Benny that's got the problem with him.
Benny, do you ever sleep, mate? Seriously, do you ever sleep? Are you on the street 24/7?
I want to hear you, Bob.
The mayor
Benny,
of Blackpool's called you.
Benny, do you ever sleep?
Yeah,
are you on the street 24/7, mate? Because you're everywhere, mate, on YouTube. Everywhere. You're there.
Have you ever overslept? Like, I've got epilepsy, right? So you might not see me for 2 days. Yeah, but then I oversleep.
On YouTube, mate, I'm sick of looking at you, mate, for God's sake.
I'm a nosy fucker.
I agree with what you're saying, Bob. There's another channel on YouTube. It's called Zeus's channel, and Jim runs it, and another guy called Fly Me to the Moon, and they're always doing this slander and defaming someone's character and lying about someone is very bad. Correct, la.
and they want a word with you as well.
Bob, nobody lied about you, mate. Nobody lied about you. Apollo's.
Go on, Zeus.
Apollo hit you with the right thing. You didn't listen. You thought you were Billy Big Balls. So listen, don't be coming back with bullshit, Bob. You know the score. You want to talk to Apollo. You want to talk to Benny. Benny's the main man. You want to talk to the Benny fella. Get on and speak to him.
Hey, I'll tell you what. It took about 2 or 3 videos, didn't it?
Benny, don't talk with your mouth full, mate. Benny, don't talk with your mouth full. Benny, what are you eating? What are you eating, Benny? Don't talk with your mouth full, mate. If you got Bob's balls in your mouth.
Oh, what a word with you in a minute.
Barry, Jesus, I'll show you my acro. 2 driving offences and I stole a Hoover and a double adapter.
Go on then, everybody, what was your first offence?
Now, two driving offences, no insurance, and I was whapped out of my chaps one day, full of
How old
Valium.
were you?
And I was years ago, mate. I'm 43 now, full of Valium, and I went in and stole a Hoover and a double adapter, and I get caught. So, how you fucking go? There's my acro.
I was 12, 13, and I stole a mountain bike.
What's he saying there? Sorry, Benny. What's he saying there, Paul?
Decker, all I'm going to say is, lad, did you lose something that's going to get you in loads of trouble? Hey, it's on the screen.
Paul, what's he saying there? What's Bob saying there, Paul?
Yes, Bob, what you saying, lad?
In the chat. Anton, jump
good
on.
Fellas, get yourself on, lad. Let's have a look at it. Apollo, you can come and meet me, hey? You can come and meet me and I'll show you I've never murdered anyone in my life. I'll show you any paperwork you need.
Listen, Bob, we want to see Apollo before you, boy, right? We want to see Apollo before you. So you just wait the queue, Bob.
Apollo, it's all right. You can go and meet him. He's never killed anyone. It's all right.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Listen, Bob, lad. I believe you. I don't believe people who just come on and say you've murdered people, lad. You know what I mean? That's a bit ridiculous. Don't worry about that, lad.
Bob, I poked the head of my hamster.
I've never murdered anyone either.
I murdered my hamster the other week. I fit the finger of him and I poked the head clean off it, Bob.
Murdering people.
May the Lord be with you, Bob. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
Has anybody murdered anybody? Murdered somebody,
Apollo, mate, what's going on here, mate? For God's sake, what's happening?
I don't know, but that's funny.
Apollo, if you get in the backstage.
Apollo, know what to do. Just blame it on the COVID. Just blame it on the COVID.
Yeah, I have.
Just make sure, Apollo, make sure you know who they are, bro.
I've got a Stephen Elliott.
That's my nephew. He's all right.
Are you sure he's not going to pawn money?
Put yourself on full screen, Apollo. Put yourself on full screen, bro.
He's my nephew, Benny.
I'm useless, Benny. Everybody needs to know. Like, I'll let him on. This channel isn't even mine. This channel's Benny, so I just run it for Benny. It's actually Benny's channel.
Nah, Apollo, you're working for Humble. Apollo, you're working for Humble. Stop land. It's Humble's channel.
Alex Ferguson.
I've heard.
He's paying you $2,000 a month to come to Erie. He's paying you $2,000 a month. Erie said.
Oh, I can handle Erie. He's all right.
I said the other week to him. Yeah, he's off his head. He just says we got a question all the time.
No, 3 questions, Apollo. 3 questions.
Has this guy murdered anybody?
All right, Stephen.
Steve.
If it's anything to do with Alexander Ferguson, he's a wrong'un.
Fuck you, you wee dick.
You want to buy any second-hand Steve pump?
Here he comes. The big man himself wants to come in. Good fellas, lah.
Maybe he is.
There he is. What's happening, good fellas?
Guards. My nephew
Hey, you listening?
Yes, man.
Hey, you listening? Hey.
Go on.
You know that android?
Yes, lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is one weird little fucking breed there, you know. Let me tell you. We found out about her, what she's been doing since 2016.
Oh, they're my man.
Pick up the phone today. What she's been doing, and she is one weird little fucking breed, mate. Trust me. She needs to be very careful what she does on YouTube. Trust me.
You were on Apollo's the other night there, weren't you? I'm proud of what you said about that dodgy Dave.
Yeah, I was on the other night, but look, you know what? It's only come to our attention over the last few days over that android.
You're cutting out, bro.
We've got a pissed in our phone from 2016.
Is it bad, like, Anton?
She's been doing it. She's a weirdo.
Is it bad, like, Anton?
Look,
is it?
Listen, she's part of Humble Dryer's firm, and what she does to fucking vulnerable men and women is fucking absolutely round the bend.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, fucking hell,
Oh
man.
my God. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's something coming out every day.
He's an absolute weird little thing, honestly. I'm being...
Terry the Tackle. That's what
something dodgy about her.
Definitely.
And you keep cutting out, bro.
Who, me?
No, Goodfellas.
Humble's cut him out there. Doesn't man anything to say. Humble, let him back on. Muting his mic, will you?
Listen, Humble. Okay.
Yeah.
Jump
Let
back
him
on,
back
Anton,
up.
or whatever. I don't know what's up with your mic, mate.
Good fellas, 100%, man. Fucking
Right,
love that guy, man.
Well, I've listened to
Diamond
Goodfellas for a
Geezer.
long time, and everything he says seems to be true. So I'm not going to doubt until I see anything different. To be honest with you.
Listen, he does his own work, man. He's a fucking top-notch fella.
We'll see.
I hope not, and I hope none of this is true, Anne. Fucking hell, Anne. I hope none of this is fucking... fuck's sake.
Paolo, you have to look into that, man.
Yeah.
I was interested to see what Anton's saying.
Crows. So Anton, you can go and get the crows.
Listen, you don't need acros no more. You just fucking fish around and you can fucking get it that way. You know what I mean? People put up fake ones, and we all know that.
What, mate? She was head of the feds. Apparently, she was head of the feds. Someone's put in the chat.
I've heard that before.
The internet went to fuck then or something.
No worries, mate.
Right,
very weird. We've looked into it and been looking into it for days and days, right, about it. And I'm telling you now, she's one strange, or whatever you want to call it. One weird person, honestly. Weird, strange character.
Someone's just put in the chat that she was head of the feds.
No, she worked for the... Apparently, she worked for the...
She worked for the police, I know that.
She worked for the cops, apparently, didn't she?
I definitely, that's 100%.
Yeah.
Does it go deep, Ant?
Look, very strange. Look, like...
Listen, mate, I believe everything comes out of your mouth, mate. Tell me.
The way there's people who target vulnerable women, that Andrews actually targeted vulnerable men, or tried to target vulnerable men who were in a vulnerable state of mind or that they're going through. And look, we've only inquired about it. We just thought, you know what, we need to go and get this out forward. And all the messages have come up off it. Fucking strange. It's strange. Carry on.
Apollo's my nephew still backstage.
Oh shit.
No,
he's not, mate. I'll let him on, and then he dropped off. Tell him to come back on. I'll let him back on. He's back there now, yeah.
There.
He left a message backstage.
You there, Stephen? Aye.
You hear me? Aye.
Aye.
Steve,
have you
murdered anyone? Have you murdered anyone, Steve?
No, not yet, man.
No, you're all right then.
No, yeah. My daughter's only 7. She's not old enough for me to murder anybody yet.
Respect.
Apparently, Anne's real name is Terry Ann. Apparently.
Nah. It's not.
It's her chirping in my ear. Someone's put it in the chat.
It's not. Trust me, it's not.
All right. It's her chirping. She's reading chat, you see. So
if I say, look, I won't even say the name, but she will know that I know it's her, right, or him, whatever you want to call it, right? But let me tell you, the Isle of Man TT, she'll know what I'm talking about. She will know what I'm talking about. Trust me. And you know what? That's why she's so close. She's never fell out with Humble Dryer. She's never fell out with him. It's a load of shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Good fellas. That Humble Dryer setting up for that fucking... sorry for Paul. That dodgy Dave. Not I mean. It's a lot, mate, honestly.
Listen, he backs Dodgy Dave. I've watched his video today and he backs Dodgy Dave. Let me tell you, Dodgy Dave, mate, look, he's on a fine line him anyway. Let me tell you.
Fellas, you put stuff in the Humble last night and you turn around and says about the old woman being robbed, right? And he turned around and says, well, I've been down Dodgy Dave and he's brilliant with his kids. What's that got to do with fucking anything?
Exactly, trying to fucking pass the parcel, you know what I mean? He's fucking,
what did he say on here? He said he's used a criminal to out a criminal.
Exactly. There's no in between. You're a wrong one, and you're a fucking wrong one. There's no in between you.
He's made out that he's played them both, and basically.
Exactly.
Look, you can't trust someone who's being
He's a liar, and he's a constant liar.
He's just he's a professional. He's a professional con. He's a professional con man. Look, I've just been speaking to someone before.
Somebody put some on the chat earlier on. He wants YouTube to sell. That's 100%. He does. He wants it to sell.
Yeah.
So that every cunt believes everything he says.
Go on,
We're fucking well waiting to you, humble.
I spoke to someone earlier on, right? I spoke to someone earlier on who's very, very intelligent and in with a very, very large selection of people, right, who are intelligent people. And I asked them about if you stole money or got done for deception of stealing off an old woman, right? Where is your job description going in the future and what can you get out of it? And do you want me to tell you what he said? You're absolutely fucked. He said, you cannot.
Where's the morals? Where's the fucking morals?
Starting your own business. He said, let's have it right. He said, people can look at certain crimes in life. He said, but let me tell you, that is one of the most despicable crimes that you can get done with, which is dishonesty and especially befriending an old age pensioner. He said, listen, he said, it's a bad, bad crime. And let me tell you,
can you tell people how much he was invested in that old lady and how got into our house and all that, like befriended the actual old person and all that, how much he conned her. So
he gained their trust to do that. So it was professional how he done it, right? But let's have it right. Anybody who can plan that in their own head, right, is absolutely fucking sick and twisted. They know
right. What that old lady could have been Alzheimer's or anything.
Yeah, exactly. My mom had dementia for 10 years, mate, and she only died last year. And it's the most horriblest disease. I wouldn't even wish it on my worst enemy, mate.
God bless you, Mum, Alexander.
My missus's granny, she has dementia and Alzheimer's in the one, mate. How do you think that? One minute you're sitting there, next minute she's going, where's my baby? Where's my... And like, God help it. She's 90 olds, like, you know.
It's horrible. My nephew will tell you the exact same. It's the most horrible thing.
Can I tell you, fellas? I'm going to have to say this, mate. I was on somebody else's, looking through something, and I seen somebody had put your photo up on their channel, mate. Did you see that?
I put it, that was coming truth. I said to him,
it was on somebody's. You and your wee mate with his wee baseball cap on, with like long, his black hair down round past his ears. Now I seen it on.
Lad, who is that fucking soft lad? Lad, listen, look.
Did you see it? Did you see that?
I seen
it on somebody's YouTube channel.
It's coming truth. I tell them not to put something out that's not 100%.
I don't think it was. I don't know if it was him who put it out, but see the channel that it's on. Goodfellas. This is all I'm saying. I'm not saying no names, but Goodfellas hates his guts.
Look,
Cumbrian Truth says he gets sent
I respect you, lad, brother. But yeah, I seen him.
And he's going to put it out the now.
Listen. There's certain people that say
wait now, I'm not finished. Wait now, Benji. Sorry. Cumbrian Truth says he's got a photo of Apollo and he's fuck it, he says, I'm just going to put it out. And I put in a comment, please do not put that photo out as you're only believing somebody that's put a comment in that's got it. So don't
Apollo,
do it.
Yeah. Look at that below you, Apollo. Look at that comment below you, Apollo.
Oh no, I've just highlighted this. It's just ridiculous how many people say bullshit,
listen,
man. It gets a bit boring, doesn't it?
You know, mate. Here, listen, I respect you big time, bro. You've got your head on
YouTube. Apollo, you're getting spammed in the chat, bro.
You're getting spammed there, Apollo.
Is there any mods in here or what?
was going to say, good fellas, you know who I'm on about, mate. You don't have to think twice.
You know what, Irish?
Go on and you'll see the picture of yourself and your friend.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is with people, right? They come on and they say, I know that voice. Look, you don't know me. I come on YouTube for a laugh and a joke. You don't know me. I don't
Steve, listen, mate.
Let him finish one at a time.
Yeah, I don't know what you look like, good fellas, blah, you know. But what I'm saying is, mate, all I can say is a skinny guy with a baseball cap. He's very skinny with like black hair till round about down past his ears, mate.
Respect
Look,
me, she.
They're absolutely kind of bend, mate. They're round the bend, honestly.
I don't know, mate, but here, as you say, you do not like this person. So if you know who I'm on about, go and have a look, and you'll see for yourself, bro.
I've seen it. You know what? Look, I spoke to him. Look, he's round the twist. The man's got issues. Have you noticed? All they want to say is, "I want your home address." What do you want me?
There's that thing again, there, Paulo. There's that thing again. That's
Paulo, you're getting spammed again.
Yeah. So here, good fellas, that's not you, no, mate.
Me, she.
No, mate. I always thought you were a good-looking person, like.
Mods, get on that quick, will you?
No, because I haven't spoken to you in ages, good fella. So I just come into my head there that I had to say to you about that. You know, I don't think that's fucking. I don't think that's right. Putting pictures up of people, you know.
Especially when you don't know it's saying
on YouTube. And then they want to start saying, I want your address, I want your phone number. I've got a $7,000 reward out for your address. Look, we had humble trial last night offering $7,000 rewards for someone's address, right? The fella will meet him. He's a 55-year-old grown man who will turn up on his own, meet you wherever you want, humble. And he sent a number for you to phone. You haven't rang him. What's up with you? Save you $7,000. Go and meet him. He'll go on his own. He said he'll go on his own. He's 55. Well respected.
He's only one that buys friends.
He's stealing on exposure. He will pay somebody to feed his butt.
Exactly. He's no man. He's a wee boy.
You know what?
The thing is, we can have my address.
Right? We spoke to someone tonight, right?
And my address is getting chopped up.
Laughing and said, tell him I'll drive all the way to his front door. Tell him to give me his address. He can save his money and I'll go and see him face to face. And he can come with who the fuck he wants. We were like, lad, it's just banter. He was like, so, who's he to put out that he in his car? He's like, the fuck. And we showed the picture of him. You know what he said? He just burst out laughing and said, him.
Good fellas, is this the guy that we were talking about?
Yeah.
Last night? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you calm him down?
Exactly, Baz.
The astronaut.
Yeah,
but
you know
too many fucking keyboard guys stuff nowadays, man.
Sorry, mate?
There's too many fucking keyboard guys fucking nowadays.
That's it, mate. That's it.
Everybody's all big fucking sit behind the computer, but see fucking half of the people you speak to, if you have to meet them face to face, man, I wouldn't say a fucking look to your face, man.
Nah.
Yeah, true.
Nah, you're right there, mate. 100%.
Who's this in the back? Sorry, guys, 2 seconds. Is it the real deal or something?
Make sure you don't get phone bombed.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm on fucking slate of lotties. Like,
Frank
I know
Butcher.
I'm the channel and I'm not trying to big myself up for that, but it's
half
the people that comment, man. They're fucking.
Man. You can't swear, Steven.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. You can swear a bit. It was just when Irish came on, he fired off about 5 million in a minute.
Who, me, Apollo?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Apollo, man. I'm sick of you bullying me. I'm calling you out. I'm sick of your shit. I'm calling you out. I'm going to put 20 grand in your hair.
Apollo. I'm saying.
I'll bring that second-hand pump on me. And you can do whatever you want with it, mate.
Fair play, lad. That's a good deal.
See that, mate? That was fun as fuck, mate. I can stop greeting, mate. Honestly. Real deal
in the back. Show your face, lad, and then you can come on. I can't let you on unless you show me your face and not.
He says it's the real DG.
It's got Pinhead, Pinhead off Hellraiser. It's his thing, is his imagey. I don't know if anyone knows who he is.
Yeah.
Can you not put your symbol on the full screen, Apollo?
I can't remember how to do it. Filmboy showed me as well.
You can do it.
Is it not like you put something up like that?
Yeah, do that there, Apollo. Pick it up like that, mate.
That's it. That's Marvin.
All right, I'll do it.
Do you know what it is? If you're not going to show your face, I can't let you on anyway. Forget about it. But Marvin, yeah, tomorrow he's on a live podcast with me at 8 o'clock. Like, we're doing it live, and it's going to be good.
That there guy at turned his life around. This guy
Yeah,
here.
man, he's got a really good story.
Yeah.
He's been on Lad Bible.
Yeah.
Brilliant, by the way.
He's on Atwood on Sunday. He's going on there, but I've got him first lies on here.
I watched him on Fight Talk.
Yeah, he was on Fight and Talk as well.
What a story.
Do you know what it is with him, right? You need about 5 podcasts with him to get his full story. But tomorrow, we'll have a little bit of his story, and then he wants to go into talking about the grooming gangs and how it affected his girlfriend and everything. It's really interesting.
I know.
If anybody knows how deep it goes, it'll be Marvin. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah,
aye, Marvin, aye.
I love him. He's a great
Well, if we
guy.
get anything like Marvin Herbert here, he'd be a good crack, like, you know. There's Marvin, the one-eyed monster, Marvin. So,
you know, when he first went down to that 3D Fight Club, I thought that's who it was, Marvin Herbert. I was like, that's Marvin Herbert.
Marvin here. Marvin's stories are brilliant. Marvin.
Karma back on the scene, eh?
I've seen some footage that was deleted on that, and let me tell you, it was going off outside.
Is that Lee Marvin thingy on tomorrow, is it?
Yeah.
Good fellas, yeah. I've been the story yet.
He speaks a bit of sense, lad. You know what?
You can see. You know what's true the way it comes out. He's moved. No, I mean,
Marvin Herbert, lad. You know what? I can sit and listen to him, lad, because look.
Definitely.
Yeah, good fellas. Good fellas.
Do you know what?
Here's the steak fella.
Born in jail, the poor guy. He was actually born in jail. He said, you know what? He said he can actually remember, him getting actually passed over from his mum to the carers. And do you know what?
Yeah.
I can relate to that. Right?
I can relate to that as well.
I was born in the cesarean section, and all of a sudden I could just see this light and this fucking doctor with a bald head and glasses on with a mask on. And my mum said, I didn't know that. And that's my first.
I'll tell you what, Fanny. There's a wee mate of mine. He was going out there. He was on the drinking on the Charlie and stuff like that there, and he met this here girl, had 2 kids. But see, when she went in and had them, and then a couple of days she had to leave, and then the kid were just tucked away. You know, two of them.
Yeah, I'm just saying that my first memory was getting pulled out of my mum's tummy.
Crazy shit.
Right.
Here, good fellas. I was talking to a steak earlier on there. He was like, I've got 100% Irish, mate, right? And I've got Bobby Sands and two Provos standing at each side with guns. And he goes to me, 100% Irish. Here he goes, 100% Irish. Are you a Catholic or a Protestant? Give me steak. Come on, mate. Well, if I was a Protestant, I would call myself 100% British.
Come on, guys, keep it real.
Come on,
Do you know what? Do you know what, lads? Is it not Great Britain and Northern Ireland together?
Nah, mate.
You know what I mean?
Danny, listen, mate, Danny, come on, don't be at that, mate. Come on,
listen, guys, at the end of the day, we're all together to out all the fucking cunts.
Listen, Benny, see over Belfast, Benny, you've got the Catholics and the Protestants. So you've got the Irish people, it's Catholics and Roman Catholics. And you've got
Irish, if there was a world war, come on, we'd stick together.
Definitely.
Well, as I'm saying, mate, right? So you've got the Protestant side. So where I live, I live in the interface. So there's a road blocking us from Catholics and Protestants. So there's big walls blocking us from each other. So they flag the Union Jack and we flag the green, white, and orange.
Right.
You know. So
listen, Irish, right? What can I tell you a story?
Like the Palestinians and
about
the
religion, right?
Sorry,
religion is here to separate us all. That's what they want. It's the same as colour or whatever. It's all there to separate us.
Yeah, but religion starts all the wars around the world.
After this fucking lockdown, right, the police, the government,
religion, colour, it's all there to separate us.
You've had a population
the government don't want all us to get together.
Danny, right, Danny, in Belfast, right?
Controlled by the government.
Right, in Belfast, Danny, right? In Belfast,
obviously
It's mostly Celtic and Rangers, right? So you get the Protestants, they're all Rangers. They're loyal to the Queen, blah blah blah. So you've got the Catholic side, got the professional Irish Republican Army and stuff like that, there, and the Green, White, and Orange and stuff like that. So if I were the Celtic top walking into the Shankill, where it's a main Protestant area, I'd be destroyed.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Irish, that's all being put in place to separate us all, mate. So we don't all get together and fucking become one people.
Well,
because the government couldn't cope with it.
I'll be honest, mate. Yeah, I don't care what your relation is, what skin colour you are, where you're from in the world. You speak to me and have a conversation. I'll speak to you.
Your life better. It doesn't take.
Do you know what? Good fellas? That doesn't bother me either. Yeah, because at the end of the day, there's normal and righteous people. Yeah, that I try and surround myself with. Yeah. And then there's the fucking idiots, the liars, the cheaters.
Well, I'll tell you, mate.
The scumbags.
I'll tell you, my father, my dad, he was born in the Shankill, which is a loyalist hole bitter. So my mother, she's a Catholic. She was born in the Republican side of Ballymurphy, just off the Falls Road. And
you Irish, you fight for your bloody names, don't you?
That's aye. Oh, aye.
Yeah, so my dad married my ma 50 years ago. They're still 50 years. Mum and daddy still live. And once my dad married my ma, he had to turn Catholic, so.
Yeah. But it's not as bad as what it was. In the 80s and 90s,
that's hardcore, ruthless.
Sorry, Benny?
In the 80s and 90s, it was ruthless.
Benny, listen, mate, I'm 40. I'm 43. I was born 1979, mate. And I've seen a lot of shit, bro. So, sort of God. Or stuff that I've seen I can't even speak about. And you know what? Sometimes I'm sitting there and my fucking head goes.
And it's all down to religion. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not right.
It's all about divide, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're just trying to get divided, aren't we?
It's just there's things that I've seen that you can't even talk about,
But I'm 50 years old now. I'm my own man now, right? And I've got my own thoughts. Honestly, it's all bullshit.
Like I've always said, Alexander, I'm old enough and wise enough, to make my own decisions and to make my own mind up. Nobody's making.
Well, Danny, I went to a primary school, I was a British Army barracks right beside it, so we were out of school more times because there was always bombs planted there by the professional Irish Republican Army and stuff like that. And when we were having our
cut up again.
Hold on, what's going on, Mods? Can you get this deleted out for me or what? Like?
We were having our dinner.
Just delete the live after before, but.
Benny,
to be honest, that's not that bad. That's not bad. It's just, it just needs to go.
I bet people can like that shit.
So, Benny, we were having our dinner 6 years of age, P1 we'd have called it. And we were sitting having our lunch and our dinner with the British Army. And then Thatcher, we used to get milk with our dinner. Right. And then Thatcher took the milk away from us, the dirty rat.
Yeah. Little cartons of milk.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm glad it's settled down for my kids. But as I turn around and say, mate, there's things that I've fucking seen, mate, where mate, it would destroy your life forever, like.
Fuck, mate.
I'm only joking when I say this, but you all wanted your own countries, but then you all want to fucking come back in.
Mate, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. The British Army come in. The British Army come into Belfast to help us. Then the turn
I know. It's only because the Scottish state. Well, we didn't build the walls to keep the English out or something.
No, I mean the walls are still up.
Scottish. Come on, Benji. Sorry.
Listen, I know I'm new and I don't want to interrupt anybody, but see, religion's only a fucking label.
It is, mate.
You know what I mean? Religion's only an excuse at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking good Rangers man and whatever, but see, at the end of the day, religion towards the government is just an excuse for starting another war.
Imagine if they found. Imagine.
Well, religion starts the war all around the world.
Planet, faith and religion would go out the window.
About religion, it gives
every single war starter is about a different religion. Look at what was it? The Taliban. Do you know what I mean? The Taliban. You see the Taliban, and then it went to fucking ISIS. And now since COVID, ISIS has just fucking disappeared. Sorry for swearing again.
What's this shite? What's this in the private chat, Darren G or something? I never look at this.
Get him on, G. Get you on, you Balaxy.
He's going on. I'll slay a lot of you.
Yeah, but what I'm saying there, Benny. What I'm saying.
Come on.
But what I'm saying there, Benny, Belfast, like it has changed a lot. But where I live, there's a peace line that's a big wall, and it's actually 1 million bricks to build that.
It's been going on for years, mate. It's been going on for years. It's calmed down now, but you couldn't wear a Rangers top in a Celtic area, could you? I mean, fucking hell, it's ruthless.
I'm not saying this here. I think the Catholic people are less bitter than the Protestant people, and that's my opinion. No, I'm not.
I know. Last day.
You understand? Well, I'll tell you this here: Protestant people go out with girls. Protestant people go out with Catholic girls, live in the area. Yeah, 100%. There's a guy across the street, the Protestant. Doesn't bother me, mate. You know what I mean? He's a nice guy.
There you go.
If a Catholic person moved in with a Protestant girl,
just a label.
She would be put out.
I hate if the government started fucking. Sorry for swearing again. The government started religion through labels. That's how war started through hundreds of years ago.
Steve, but the thing is, religion has started all the wars around the world, mate. It's religion. It's returned to religion. If there was no religion, people can live happily ever after.
Exactly, but the government don't want that.
Religion causes wars.
Everybody
costs money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everybody. Sorry, I swore again.
I think a lot of countries use religion as an excuse for war.
Well, I'll tell you this here now. See, the Falium diazepam.
Yeah.
They were made for people, and they were made for people in Belfast, Northern Ireland. That's just where the tablets were made for us through the war, right? So what had happened there? They're a very addictive tablet, and then once everything started to calm down, the doctors were taking the diazepam, the Valium, off everybody. So when they were taking it off everybody, they didn't go down and research these tablets. So when they took these tablets off these people, their fucking heads went.
Well, that's what they did with the Germans as well in the Second World War. They give them this fucking, this substance or whatever.
Religion again, the Jews. That's what started through the Jews.
But that's what I'm saying. Now the Valium was made for the people in Belfast.
I'm going to jump back into the chat, boys. Yeah, I'll speak to you.
Fellas, all the best, buddy. Nice speaking to you.
100%.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the
respect. Good fellas, mate.
So, I mean, see, to tell you the truth, Benny, I mean,
Zeus, hold on. Zeus, I do remember being born, mate, yeah? I actually do remember it. Yeah.
Oh, see the wee bit of a forehead there, Paul,
I promise you, everyone's asking me in the chat saying, ask Benny if he remembers being born. Yeah, I do.
Gee, who's that sexy bastard there?
Who
was that there? Jesus. Did anybody see him? Who was that?
Who?
I think Apollo just exposed himself there.
Aye, Garth.
What a man! What a model!
I thought it was
Peter Andre looking like there. The criminal Peter Andre.
Another exposure TV moment.
Exposure TV.
Zeus, what do you want me to say? That I just saw the light.
And he tell him
straight belly. That was it. You know,
did you come out of your mummy's belly, Benny?
Yeah.
Benny remembers being born.
I come out of a mad or thing like that.
Come out of his mother's belly. How can you remember when you come out your mother's belly?
As mad as it sounds, yeah, I was a cesarean section, yeah, because I was a big baby, and I just remember the doctor pulling me out with glasses on.
Benny, come on,
yes.
Benny, you on the Valium? Benny, what are you
must be a
sniffing?
dream
Listen,
you had
I
when you were a
swear
wee
on my
boy.
mother's life, right?
Benny,
I
see
swear on
whatever
my
you're
mother's
taking, I
life,
want from you, I'm telling you.
I haven't got a wild imagination.
I'm going to have to bring you a
Yeah.
second-hand sea pump over, Benny. Sort yourself out.
Listen, I know
Benny.
you're all jealous, yeah? Just because you can't
Benny.
remember being
We're all
born.
jealous. Oh, we
I
still
can't
love
even
you,
remember
Danny.
yesterday.
We still love you, mate.
I can't even
Just because you
remember
can't
yesterday.
remember being born, yeah, right? You missed out.
They really are terrible.
Benny.
I could just see the light, and I opened my eyes and I saw the doctor and started crying, as you do.
Seriously.
You lot
I
can't
seen
remember that,
the
though,
light
can
and
you?
seen Bob Smith down there.
No way
May
you
the
can
Lord be with you,
remember
Bob.
when you were born.
Yeah, that was
It
Benny,
must
funny.
be
come
Jesus
on.
Christ or
You have
son.
superpowers,
For
Benny.
fuck's sake.
Listen, get the clippers out, yeah? You can make a channel on that, and I swear to God, even fucking
Right,
Marvin
Benny. It
Hicksman said
must
he can
be
remember
right.
that.
I'm not putting you down on right, but it
Go on,
must
go on.
be a dream you had when you were a tiny wee boy. You know what I mean?
No,
It
it
must be
wasn't.
your first kind of memory that's
Listen,
stuck in your head and you
just
believed it
because you're
all the way.
jealous,
Listen,
you're just jealous.
I'm just gonna get a drink and go to the toilet, so I'm just not here for a couple of minutes, alright, but I'll be back in a minute.
We didn't need you anyway, you fool.
He's
Fuck
gonna go
off.
and ask his mum if he
Sorry for
remembers being
swearing.
born. He's gonna ask his kids if
No,
he remember being
Alexander,
born.
he's away here. He's away. I sent him at their second-hand sea pump. He's away to use it.
That's what I
Back in a minute.
Hello, trees. Hope
He's
you're
seeing if
all
it's
well.
growing. He's trying to see if he's a grower.
Aye, get that TV sort of the floor, will you?
I'm coming on your panel, Zeus, yeah? Just because you're jealous about being born. Yeah.
Aye, big up, Zeus. You're a good man.
You can laugh all you want, yeah? Just because you're jealous, you wankers.
Benny, where you from, mate?
Me? England.
I know that, mate, but whereabouts in England?
Northwest.
That's probably why, mate. You seen the late.
Benny's a good guy, man.
Good guy,
I'm
Benny.
from Blackpool, bro.
Oh, that's definitely,
I'm
mate.
from
You're
Blackpool,
definitely right to hear you're from Blackpool, mate. Jesus.
Oh, if
Yeah,
he's
man.
Blackpool, he knows to score fucking inside and out, back to forward.
Fucking hell, it's full of wrongins in this town.
Aye, big time, man. They're fucking
Blackpool's
bastards.
not
Yeah,
the same, is it, like anymore?
Yeah,
Not the
your money
same.
or the fucking sex pests. You know,
Yeah.
grasses, non-ends, rapists. They all come
Benny,
running
they're
here
everywhere,
thinking
my friend. They're everywhere. They just need exposing.
You just see the bright, but
It's
everyone
just
just
that
sees the bright
they're
lights.
just needing
Tower and
taken
being
away and
born.
forgotten about.
Yeah. I mean,
Everyone comes to Blackpool to be born.
I get my
That's
missus
it,
pregnant and bring her over to Blackpool and get that baby out and see the CC the doctor looking at him. What's happening, Doc?
There's such a thing in it about the fucking pedos and all that. They get
Yeah.
back out and reoffend and waste more people Wednesday's lives. You
Yeah.
should never get left out again, know what I mean?
But Alexander, see about 50 years ago.
Wait now. I think the only way to get rid of them is give them an injection and get rid of them so that they can never ever reoffend and waste more Wednesday's life.
Alexander, know the best thing, buddy? A 9 mil round the back of the head, mate. Bang.
We know that.
Listen, we could
know that, but
we could
I'm
rid the
talking
country of all that disease. We could
they
rid the
need
country
to
of it.
bring back the fucking what America does to them as well. You know what I mean?
We could rid the British Isles, of all that fucking disease.
We need to
that
bring
ends in
back.
that.
See, for
Get rid of
people
it.
that fucking does that to Wayne's, we need to fucking give them an injection and get rid of them. Right? That's it.
Just have a clear up.
End of story. A clear up, that's it, Benny. That's it. A pure clear up. And then that'll put the fear of God in the rest of them, hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe know them all.
Just
definitely know them all. But it'll make them think twice.
Stick him in a makeshift fucking whatever, the makeshift hospitals, what they did with lockdown.
Well,
I seen that I seen that documentary in America.
I'll tell you a wee story. I'll tell you a wee story, guys, right? It was a pedo, right? Right? You get put in a fucking room, tied up to a chair, bare naked, with 4 women with cheese graters. I'm not going to tell you the rest.
Yep. Oh, fucking hell.
All I can say is, you don't need to say any more, mate.
Know what I say? I saw
Poetic
what I say.
justice.
Fucking brilliant.
Poetic justice.
Yeah.
Ignorance is
Well,
bliss,
something
mate.
think about it. See, about 50 years ago, see all these European, it was all pushed under the carpet years and years and years ago. You know? Nobody exposed them
You
years
just
ago.
need to look at that Jimmy Savile.
No.
The BBC fucking protected him
helped them out,
all the way through that. And the
Yeah.
kids wanting.
He was at it for
fucking-
60 years, 60
they're
years
wanting
or something, 50, 60 years.
They're
That
wanting
Belfield
fucking.
fella, yeah, he knows a lot. Alex Belfield about what's happened there, and they try to shush him up. Shushy. With the BBC, with Savile, he was the last person to interview him.
But apparently he turned around and says when he ever get, I suppose he's going to bring everybody down around him. But when I watched that documentary, his name's put out there, and I'm going, holy fuck, what's happening here? You know?
Even that fucking Buzztex tried to go on his show and say, "Oh, I did this, I did that." Oh, and he said, "Well, he said basically, you fucking went up to the police, stuck a camera in the face, and he told you to go away, and you didn't."
But the thing was, at the kid at their disabled hospital. Oh my fucking god!
But when he was going to the COVID vaccination centres, you know, and like they're volunteers at the end of the day. And he's filming them saying, "Oh, look at the waste of money on this and that and the other." And it wasn't. It was at the end of the day, they were volunteers doing a job. And he's there sticking a camera in the faces saying, "Oh, look, we can't do this, we can't do that." You know, taking the fucking piss.
I mean, that Savile one had keys to the morgue and down.
Exactly.
Yeah. But apparently, see, whenever his mad died, and she was in the church for like 4 or 5 days. He was in the church with her, so they were saying that he partly done his mad death.
Right, wait now. Can I say something about that? Right, what people give him the keys? Who's all the people that fucking let him roll about like that and abuse all the people? These other people need exposed that give him.
They should have been jailed.
Exactly. It's not just him. It's not. They've all put the buck on him, right? He's a total fucking right. But all these other people that was fucking let him to do.
But there's people above
the royal family.
Let him do it.
The royal family. When Princess Diana and Charles had an argument, he came in and sorted it out between them. He got the
Prince Andrew, that case has been dropped on it.
12 million. He paid out 12 million. He's paid out
that Robert Maxwell.
Am I still here?
Rules for one, rules for the other.
Oh shit!
Fucking joke.
Yeah. Do you know what they said? Do you remember that woman that killed that American woman who killed that young lad, and she ran off back to America?
Yeah.
And I think it was Donald Trump. He said, "Right, will you give us Prince Andrew, and we'll give you this lady." You know,
he was sat with that girl with pictures of that girl, and he was going.
It was
I can't remember being there. Who the hell is that standing with the girl? I can't remember being there.
Just a dangerous driving charge. It was an who ran off to America. You know what I mean? The family was distraught.
And then your man, before your man had that island, Espen or something, your man had that island where they went with all the young girls, your man Jeffrey Espen or something.
Yeah, Epstein.
Epstein, no, look what he did. And there's R. Kelly got 30 years yesterday, wasn't it? 30 years.
Fucking hell, yeah, he did, didn't he?
Sick man. Fucking hell, mate.
He'll get some treatment in there, he will. And then penitentiaries are ruthless in America. You know?
But the thing is, Urbani, he'll be living like a king in there, mate. There'll be different place for him. Trust me, mate.
He'll be getting.
He'll not be just stuck in the middle of all the mad people.
Give us some money, or we're going to break your jaw and bum you, or we'll break your jaw and bum you, and then you'll give us some money. Simple as that. That's just what's going to happen to him.
I mean, the royal family have a lot to come out with. They have a lot. There's a lot hidden in that family that needs to be exposed.
To be honest, don't mind.
I say that. I could say that about a lot of people. Know what I mean?
Well, you think about this, Alexander, right? See all them Parliament.
Wait now. Look at, right, you can't just say that about the royal family, right? Right? You can say that about all the people in power.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
See all
you
these
got
people in power.
Yeah.
They're used.
But the royal family, it's a bit. I mean, look at Thingy Cameron, the Prime Minister. Yeah, when it was lockdown and he fucking chucked Theresa May in and like fucking walked off and left us. Yeah, when we're coming out of Europe and all that. And then after Boris has sorted it all out, Cameron said he wants to run back for Prime Minister, the cheeky bastard. And he's apparently there was $7.5 million invested in a company. So the government know what companies are going to do well, basically, and they make them do well.
See, to tell you the truth, or too, man, all them people in that Parliament. I mean, that'll all come out. All that'll come out. Well, getting all them RB rant boys and all. Half that Parliament, that'll all come out too. All them big Parliament, they're all into all that shit apparently too.
I mean, look at what about fucking that? I mean, I'm going deep here. Like, what about Princess Diana? Fucking hell. She wants me to ask that question.
Sorry, mate. What was that again, buddy?
She's saying, what about Princess Diana and why hasn't that been investigated? That's what you want to ask.
At the end of the day, mate, it's a royal family. So I mean, that's just brushed under the carpet, But I mean, Princess Diana and that guy was killed in that there. His dad came out, and he says that But sure,
at the end of the day, we're never going to find out. That Bashir, he made a load of bollocks up, didn't he, when he did that fucking documentary or interview or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, you'll never hear that. That's just brushed under the carpet there, So you'll never hear that.
That's badgering me to ask questions. That these stupid questions come from her, not me.
Yeah, I don't understand. The British government have Boris Johnson as Prime Minister. Where the fucking Christ, a plonker like that? Honest to God. I mean, he should have been sacked for the party. I mean, they locked us all down and they were laughing at us and they were partying like mad.
That was cheeky as fuck.
Yeah.
Cheeky bastards. And then saying it was all right because they're outside.
Yeah. They locked us down and laughed. There was Matthew Letitia, the footballer, come out there and he got sacked from the panel on Sky Sports.
I'll be honest. Lockdown scared the shit out of me to start with. I mean, they didn't know what they were dealing with. Come on, it fucking terrorised everybody. Well, it's been around for years, C-19.
Well, at the end of the day, Benny, I mean, it's hard to believe, but I don't know. You're hearing this and you're hearing that, but I don't know what's happening there, mate. There's something else to this, Well, so the COVID's away. There's a war between Ukraine and Russia. It's all forgot about the COVID,
But get on to this, Before COVID, North Korea detonated them 2 missiles, didn't they? Landed in the ocean.
Yeah.
At the last minute, I reckon there was some chemical on that, and that caused COVID. That's just my thought.
I just don't know, mate. About this COVID thing, mate. I mean, I had the 2 injections and then I had the booster as well, mate. But I mean, let's say her. My partner's mother, she's multiple sclerosis. She's had it 16 years and she's had COVID 4 times. And her immune system, MS, is a terrible disease.
Yeah, all the vaccines do is they just don't make it.
Yeah. But I mean, for her immune system having MS, mate, that COVID should have wiped her clean out, mate. It didn't.
Yeah, well, that's
See, with MS, you don't know what's going to happen, Benny. With cancer, say you're going to die, you're going to survive with cancer. With MS, it just gradually eats away at your body, mate.
I've got epilepsy, bro. I've got a fucking bullet in my brain. It's not growing yet, but it will. So
yeah. I mean, for seeing a healthy woman, and then gradually there's 3 stages of MS. So stage 1, 2, and 3, mate. And then it's terrible nightmare. Her mummy just can't do really nothing, So
sorry, did you say is she still alive? Irish.
Yeah, Benny, she's in a nursing home now.
How old is she, if you don't mind me asking?
56, mate.
Who's that? Your mum?
Jesus.
The mother-in-law, Alexander.
It's all right. What's wrong with
Multiple sclerosis, MS.
you? Is your mother-in-law right? Aye.
Oh, I was saying her to many years. She's had that COVID 4 times and she's
Oh, I know, it's crazy. You don't know if it's COVID or fucking... know what I mean? There's so many people saying they've got COVID when you don't know.
It's just been a cold, hasn't it?
Exactly, aye, Benny, aye.
I think that's what the vaccine does. It doesn't make the you know the actual strain of it. Like it doesn't hit you 100%. You know, if you've had the vaccines, it sort of brings it down to 70% protection.
I didn't have the vaccine myself, mate, and I've been all right.
I've had, I'd say, I've had the 2 and then the booster. But I mean, I'll tell you this here. I'll give you a cracker, mate. Right? My ma is near 70, and she never took her injection. Now her sister and the husband, they had it from day one. They took the injections and stuff like that. But my sister used to go to her daughter's house every Sunday and have her dinner. They were more like
I know what you're saying.
Sisters when they were mother and daughter. So she couldn't breathe, and they rung an ambulance, brought her down into the hospital, and they took her in, gave her a injection to calm her down.
Yeah.
2 minutes later, mate. 2 minutes later.
That's not right.
Yeah, 2 minutes to calm her down. 2 months later, she was dead.
What? That's the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, so when we, us Catholic people, we have a funeral. We keep the body in the house for 3 days. You know,
that's right. Next one, I've done that.
Right. So whenever they're thing, they couldn't see their mother. It was a closed coffin was brought to the house, so they actually didn't see their mother in the coffin. But the father, he ended up in intensive care 2 days after that. And
do you believe in the afterlife?
With COVID, and so whenever they turned the machine off on him, the family weren't allowed in to see the mother. But when they turned the machine off on the father, they were allowed to see the father.
There was
only one rule for one rule for the other.
It was only.
I was the same. My missus stepdad, he was Catholic, and they didn't give him a wake because of COVID, and obviously they would have a wake and then get buried, and they wouldn't bury him. They had to cremate him because of COVID. They wouldn't go up to the grave. They took him to a private.
Well, see, whenever the coffin come home, like I mean. They're still believing, like they're having a big
respect, mate. Right, can I just say something before you go on, mate? See if it was somebody important, it would have happened, but no for us. Know what I mean? We're just shit.
Look at the Queen's husband. I know there was many people there, but he still got a big fancy do. As I was saying, my missus' stepdad, he was a big Catholic man, and he was meant to have a wake. And then he was meant to get buried, but they didn't give him a wake. They just kept him in the morgue, and then they cremated him. They cremated him because they
meant to get a burial
because of COVID.
But other people that was important, that was well known, respected, go to the wakes. Do you know what I mean? We didn't because we are not important enough, and this is the thing. I talk exactly. This is when I speak so highly about religion and all the rest of it. It means chat shit to you. Please believe that. We all need to fucking truly believe in. If we became one people and agreed with one another and put religion and race all to the side, the government would shite their fucking drawers.
Right. If I open my own,
lost too much money, Alexander. Lost too much money.
Parliament party. Yeah. If I become an MP and open my own party, will you back me?
No.
I'll be Prime Minister in no time.
No, I wouldn't back you, Brendan. Oh, so when the coffin came up, the coffin was come outside the door, and then my aunt, we never seen her. No, you know, we never seen her in the coffin because the coffin the lid had to be closed at all times. You know, and then but the thing was. See, 2 days. See, when the father was in the intensive care with the COVID for 2 weeks. See, when they turned the machine off her, the family were allowed to gown up and go in and see him.
It's the last time you'll ever see their face.
One rule for the fucking other. Like.
It's not fucking right, mate. It's the last time you will ever see that face. And it's not right. It's fucking totally wrong. It's one rule for us and one rule for them. It's the way it's always been. from day
Well, there's
one.
a big investigation about this anyway. So
it's not. That's not going to do fuck all. It's not going to do any good.
Apollo, get off your computer game, you lazy bastard.
Exactly, sitting in the back.
No,
get off that
man.
second-hand pump, you Apollo, will you?
Aye.
You know what it is?
You still using that second-hand pump?
Aye.
I had something to eat there, and I've had a massive
it's
coughing
getting
fit.
bigger. It's screwing an extra millimetre.
You had a massive what, Apollo? You had a massive what?
I've had a massive coughing fit for the last 15 minutes.
You mean you've been laughing your bollocks off?
No, straight
Right,
up,
can I
lad.
tell you a story, guys? Right, my sister died with that's my nephew. That's my nephew's. Right, she died with a massive brain hemorrhage. And there was only, what was it, Stephen, 17 people or something allowed at at the funeral. Right, and seeing my ma, and my ma was one of the she was a mammy to the full street, and that's God's honest truth, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was a mammy to all the wee boys that grew up to become men and all the rest of it. And there was a lot of people that wanted to go to the funeral and couldn't go. It's a shame. Same with my sister. My sister was well respected as well. And
she COVID,
a kind heart.
COVID was a money-making scheme. You know what I mean? I believe
that's not right.
It's just a glorified cult, but the only reason it gets me with COVID is the terrorism before COVID. ISIS have just disappeared since COVID.
Well, ISIS with COVID, it's just a
it's just fucking how funny how ISIS was the biggest thing attacking like London and whatever else, and then as soon as COVID hit, it's as if they went, "Oh no, I'll not attack London anymore in case I catch COVID."
Well, see, my mate across the street there, his sister works in the hospital. She's a nurse, and they're saying there now at the minute, the COVID breakout spot in the hospital at the minute.
They're gonna bring that new strain out that's fucking what's the name of it? That new COVID strain that's going to come out. It's for Africa.
Well, they're saying, Stephen's saying there now, it's hit bad in the hospital in Belfast there. So that's what he was saying to me tonight.
What COVID was brought out for originally was to kill all the old people off that was in homes with breathing problems.
It's
because
been
of the fact
for years.
Exactly, it was brought out because the old people are living longer than expected, and there's new wars going about to kill everybody.
Well, we had a population count anyway after that.
I don't know.
The government rules, whatever.
See, you Google it, more people die a year in the cold.
Aye,
more people do. Yeah. I'm not saying COVID's not a thing. COVID's been
There's more people die sniffing glue than people do die of COVID.
Exactly, drugs, fucking
this country went from having the highest death rate of COVID, to then having the lowest death rate of COVID. And we the vaccines.
I give you a cracker, mate, right? See, whenever the first lockdown, and you had to stand there, and you had to get you had to queue up for everything. I was talking to a girl I know, and I was asking her how her mummy wasn't well, and I said,
I wouldn't putting into my veins. It was
here's me.
Didn't have enough fucking.
Alexander, here's me. How's your mum? She passed away. She died of natural causes. Got her death certificate back and says she died of COVID. Where the fuck did you work at it?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what they did, didn't they?
Fucking crazy, mate.
Bollocks, isn't it?
Hi, boy.
Fucking.
All right, mate.
It's one rule for them and one rule for us. It's always been that way for day one.
Who's on the panel there, Paul?
It's the new guy.
All right, mate. What's happening?
How's it going, guys?
You all right?
All right, mate.
Oh, Scottish.
Hi, I'm all right, pal.
Where are you from, mate?
Here.
Here, all right. I've got family there.
Aye, so far. What about you? What about you, Scottish boy? Who's the Scottish boy with the monotone voice?
Who's the monotone voice? Is that me you're talking about?
Aye, where are you, big man?
It's not me, big
just
man.
outside Glasgow.
Belchill. The two's off
I'm
of
from
Belchill.
I'm not
Aberdeen.
telling you whereabouts. It's fucking YouTube.
I'm
Outside
from
Glasgow, where?
Aberdeen.
Fucking East Kilbride, Bar Hill.
I know we are, mate.
Right. Anyway, lad, I'm gonna
Interested in
bounce.
this.
Yeah,
I'm
nice
gonna
one,
bounce.
Benny, lad.
Right, respect Benny,
All right.
mate.
Apollo, take it easy. Alexander, take it easy. Irish and
All the best,
whoever's
buddy, mate. See you
got
later.
us. All right.
That was
take
yours.
it
That was
easy,
nice
lad.
to meet you, mate.
Ta-ra, mate. Ta-ra.
Well,
Anyway,
listen,
boys, I'm just on for a quick one.
yeah.
I was only asking this Deca shite, has he ever produced this Saracro?
No,
Ask
yeah.
Apollo there. The
Never
Apollo knows
rattled.
everything there, mate. He's the guy there. You need to be
Jono
asking.
25.
I haven't got a clue about that there, mate.
Do you know?
No, he hasn't shown that yet. No.
Do you know?
Shut jack shit.
Do you know the reason why I'm asking? Like, I backed the guy up to the hill. I really did. But before the Dean fight in early May, he said he had the Saracro application. He would get it all done.
Right,
Yeah, by the 5th
that's
of May or something, he
exactly
said. 5th of May.
for his
Yeah.
supporters.
And then I just want to know, how long does it take for a Saracro from point
4
of
weeks.
application?
4
Aye,
weeks
21
maximum.
days.
4 weeks maximum. Yeah.
2
Aye.
to 4 weeks, yeah.
From point of application to he gets it 4 weeks, so he should well
Aye.
have it by now. So
It's
he never.
21 days in reality, but
Yeah.
it's give him 4 weeks.
He
But
says he would have had it for the 5th of May.
I've saw some people commenting saying that this Deca's Saracro is a holy grail.
Yeah, it is.
aye, it will be if
Yeah.
ever shows it, aye.
Oh, it is.
It's the holy grail of this corner of YouTube. This is a holy grail. Everybody who befriends them
Oh, yeah.
only
But
can
I
access
Mate, see, to
it.
tell you the truth, I'm fucking sick of listening about this shit, mate.
Exactly.
You know, that's why, yeah, it's just for, you know, mate. Listen, I understand you're coming in to have a say, but everybody's sick of listening to it, you know. Jesus.
Nah. I'm no sick of listening because I backed the cunt up for ages.
Mate,
And
a lot
How
of people
long
back
have you
them up.
been
A
on
lot of people
YouTube,
back them
mate?
up, mate. You
But
know?
pal,
How long have you been on YouTube for?
I've been following this for about 7 or 8 months.
Aye, you need to get way back, mate. It's fucking...
But
Aye.
maybe that's why, because I was backing him up, and I didn't know the full backstory. And as soon as the guy said he showed his paperwork.
Have you listened to what his mammy's voice recording? What his mammy says? Have you heard that?
Who, his mum?
Aye.
Nah, I've not heard that. I'm not.
Oh, you need to listen to that. Believe me, you need to listen to that.
And what his mom says is.
You need to listen to it, mate. Honestly.
Now I'm just
saying,
right,
Apollo.
Oh yeah, they're bad enough.
Go ahead, mate. What's your point then?
I backed the boy up about Christmas time, and I'm saying, the guy's all right. He's just getting bullied and all the rest of it. And then I seen he says he would produce it after the fight, fucking Saracro, and then he hasn't done it.
He's always said he would do that, mate.
But the
Saracro
Saracro
never does it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The Saracro is the holy grail. He has fucking previous,
which will never ever happen.
So why
many NFAs on it? That's why.
Aye, but can nobody access this bar him?
No, aye, exactly.
Is that right? Is that true?
The only way you could access if he got a job and you were his employer.
Somebody can't go and get that acro, whatever he's meant to be saying, he's meant to be showing behind his back. That can't happen, can it, Apollo? No?
Well, it would be illegal, but anything can happen, but it would be illegal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I just don't know.
All I'll say about that subject is just wait and see. You're going to be gobsmacked. That's all I'm going to say. But there's ways and means for everything. Ways and means.
See, I'm no savvy on it, but is there a difference between an acro and a Saracro?
Yeah, a Saracro shows all the NFAs. A normal acro doesn't. It's just a police certificate. But a Saracro
showed the Joyces. That's what he showed the Joyces.
Like a criminal record sort of thing,
Like I was saying before, though, people have got this impression that if you get an NFA means you never did it. I've been done for loads of stuff and had NFAs and I did it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't definitely mean you haven't done something.
Oh, aye. That amount of NFAs Dick has had.
But nobody access this acro except bar the person, bar Deca. Can nobody else access the acro? The SAR acro?
No, against the law. What against the law, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be illegal. There's ways and anyone can get anything. It's just illegal.
But
you know what I mean?
There's ways of getting rid about it. If you need to know who you know.
But remember, don't you? You got to remember he lost his phone not too long ago, and that's true.
That's bullshit. I'm telling you, boys. I'm telling you, boys. I followed him. I backed him up. But I think he's as guilty as fuck.
Oh,
yeah. I think a lot of people's backed him up, and then they've realised he's guilty as fuck. Trust me.
I backed him up so recently as a week or two before the Dean fight, and then when he told every
you're
cunt,
late to the party, mate.
Aye, I know, but he told every cunt he was going to produce this acro after the Dean fight, and he never done it.
He said that for a long time, mate.
No, the
honestly.
SAR acro. No, he didn't. The SAR acro. He said an acro, but he said he would produce. He said he would produce the SAR acro.
Right, on you go.
He applied for in May. That was only in May he applied for that. He said he would produce that, and he hasn't done it.
He said he would produce
Mickey, I'm 64 years of age.
From day one.
I had to get him at C-pump, asked him.
Yeah,
64.
Put a bullet and he's fucking right between the eyes. End of story.
Who? That day. I'll tell you another one. That wee motorsport's a wee fly cunt.
Of course he is, he's a grass.
Aye. Like he told us fucking 2 weeks ago he was taking fuck all to do with YouTube and he's back to his old ways.
He's a grass.
I cannot take that cunt.
Can't take grasses.
No, can you fuck? Can't believe a word they say.
Between the eyes, mate. Trust me.
Aye, 100%.
What do you think? What does the panel think?
A grass is just the same as a name.
What's the panel's consensus on this wee motorsport guy?
I think he's a ball bag. Sorry for my
I'll get no comment on the full thing because I wouldn't believe MD that fucking. I don't believe in grassing never ever in my life. It's not my nature.
You don't believe he's what?
I don't believe in grassing.
Aye. Do you think he's a grass?
See you in about 10 minutes, right? Bye-bye.
Yeah, I think he's a grass. The grass don't speak in Irish. He's
Go on, Yeti lad.
Go ahead, Yeti.
You all right, man? Apollo.
How you doing, lad? All right.
What's happening, mate?
Oh, hey.
I'm just wondering what these fucking idiots are talking about.
Oh boy, Yeti's here for you.
Oh, fucking Yeti.
Well, what's the crack with what they're saying, like?
I don't know, but you saying Yeti?
Well, I'm asking you what you arguing amongst yourselves for. I thought you were all Irish.
Well, we're not arguing amongst ourselves. We're just having a big
conversation. Man.
We do stick together, Yeti.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Who are you talking to?
Facts.
Who are you talking to?
Huh?
Who are you talking
Have you ever had a sober day in your life?
You wee shit, has she?
Listen, you couple of fucking faggot nasties. You wouldn't last 2 minutes.
We have face like that. Fucking hell.
People are saying I jump from post to post and I'm some kind of... Listen, man. I'll come on here for the fucking laugh, man, with a banter. But see, you couple of Irish fags.
Yeti. I heard you and Video Craig are very good friends.
You are?
You and Video Craig are very good friends.
What?
You and Video Craig are very good friends.
Video Craig, I'm going to go around and rip that fucking spike off his head from what he said about my missus.
Well, here, I heard you. Here, Yeti.
I only live up the road from him.
Yeah.
Yeti.
I will go around and rip that spike off his face.
Hey, hurry up, man.
Oh, Yari, here, I heard Video Craig punched the life right out of you.
He took the piss out of me.
No, he punched the head of you.
Listen, that's how stupid people like you are.
Well, that's what I heard. There's a video going about.
I'm 11 and a half stone, man. He's maybe about 14. I'll fight him tomorrow and you can video it and I'll punch him.
Yari, there's a video going about. Yari, there's a video going about on WhatsApp.
You put
On
your
WhatsApp,
dross down
he
and
punched the head
your
right off
craigie,
you.
you one in the back
One
end.
at a time, pricks.
Yari, there's a video going about on WhatsApp. Video Craig slapped the Murphy.
Video Craig what?
Slapped the head of you.
Did he?
Listen, you shithouse. I was on the way to. I was on the way to meet him on the train. Where did he go? He knocked his cannon off, the little faggot.
Ah, Yari.
Shut your mouth.
Do you want me to take that second-hand steam pump over to you, Yari?
Listen, man.
Yeah, rubberhead.
Now she's over Ireland. You think you can give her a bit of grief?
Come on over, Yari. Come on over. Come on over.
Shut the fuck up,
Tell you what, Yari, you look like Peter Andre, so you do. You stack machine.
You shit houses.
Aye.
It's not a word for fucking. Shut up.
Who's that in the background?
Don't even know
Yari, who's that in the background? Yari,
It's my
who's that in the background? Who's in the background, Yari?
My girlfriend, my pal.
Your girlfriend? Did you steal my girlfriend to me, Yari? I'm telling you, I'm going to go over and do you in.
I'm going to show you there.
I'm going to do you in.
You're going to do us in.
I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming for you, Yari. I'm telling you, I'm coming for you.
Big up Apollo, out all the wrong ones all day long. Do you hear it, guys?
I'll do the
Yari.
Where's your face at? You fat bastard.
Who's fat? Nobody's fat.
Where's your fat face at, you fat cunt?
Who?
Because I know you're a fat cunt. You're a fat waste of space. And you won't even show your face, you know why?
Hold your fucking eyes, Jerry.
Yari, I'm going to bring that pump over to you, I'm telling you.
Humble! Humble the bumble! Hey, man. Me and Humble's like that, pal.
He's
So
getting
shut your mouth.
fucking telly on and
And
all.
watch what you're saying, you fucking shitbag.
Yeah, put your telly off.
Yes,
Watch what you're saying, you shithouse. Get your face on it, you little fart.
Fuck up, yeah. You're a client.
Get your face on it, you little fart.
Yari, stop doing that bit now. Go on, Yari, you're skirm.
Hello, people.
Cheer up, Yeti, lad.
Right,
Everybody loves our Jordy, man, don't they?
I shouldn't have to deal with shitbags like you when I'm, like I'm having a good time.
Hi, guys.
I'm making an example of shitbags like you.
Your pal's fucking your bud.
Who's that big fat bastard on the couch?
You'll be fucked if I see you, little shithouse.
Your pal's fucking your bud when you're on YouTube.
You bunch of fucking shithouses.
Oh, God, that's hell.
Here, Yari. You'll video create.
I love you too. I love you too.
Yari. Is you and Video Craig partners?
Video Craig wouldn't even stand toe to toe to me in his life. I'm 11 and a half stone, right? He's probably about 14. Train him up. I don't need no training. And I'll go around and punch his face in while you can all video it. That's how confident I am.
Well
Get
done,
some good views.
Yari.
He hides behind these people. He's got to be 10 girlfriend, like that chubby bird with the blonde hair. It's 100% gay.
Here, Yari.
He licks fucking.
What time is it, Newcastle?
Is that all you're after? Is a pump?
The what? So, and then, subtitles.
Do you want a second-hand pump? Is that what you're after?
I'm a second-hand puff.
Aye. You want a second-hand pump?
You've obviously been like a fucking Willy Watcher all your life.
Is that what's wrong with you?
You've been a Willy Watcher all your life, then, you little creepy bastard.
Yeah, Yeti. I'm gonna get my mate to batter the life out of you.
You can bring your mate round any time, man.
He's up above you. He's up above you, the Apollo. See, Apollo. Apollo will destroy you in one punch.
Yeah, I like Yeti, lad. I've got a lot of respect for Yeti, lad.
Listen, man. You sound like an absolute pure mug. You sound like a pure absolute mug. Why don't you just... Oh, shit. The shop shut. So you're not going to be able to continue, are you?
Yeti, come on now, mate.
Why don't you stick yourself on your little fucking tablets and fuck off to bed?
Yeti, come on, mate. Stop bullying people.
He'll send you the pump for you. Fucking hell.
I wear, man. I'm making a joint, man. I wear.
Go on, call them out, Yeti.
See them 18 skinners I heard before?
Aye.
Nice big fat ice cream cone, Yeti, lad.
Oh, Yeti.
Yeti.
Yeti, what are you smoking?
Everybody loves a scouser, man, don't they?
Traffic
Yeti's the one and
Yeti, what are you... Yeti, what are you smoking? Banana peels?
Weed doesn't affect Yeti, man.
Dangleberries.
What you fucking smoking? How you keeping, Yeti? Anyway, you keeping all right, mate?
All night.
Why I home? Why I home?
Yeti.
And then she goes to Mum. Oh, Nana's
Good crack here. You look good. Here, imagine being stuck in a room with Yeti and Erie. Fucking hell.
Oh my God. Fucking imagine.
Can I ask you 3 questions? Here, Yeti, do you know Erie?
What are you saying, you little faggot, Nash?
He's chatting his bird up, you know.
Why don't you just fucking get yourself a couple of knitting needles out and then fuck off to bed in about an hour?
Yeti.
Yeah, why are you on the panel then? Do you want to join in that knitting club?
Have a laugh with you boys, man.
Laugh at you? If you're laughing at you can't.
Yeah, I can.
Get your eyes open, mate. Get a matchstick.
I love the way the Scottish say,
Take a matchstick. Get a matchstick to keep your eyes open.
Right, I say you fucking shite houses.
I'm not kidding you on you. You're alright.
Yeti.
Shit house.
Yeti, man, put your dentures in, will you, for fuck's sake?
I know. Hold your eyes up. Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah, shows your lollies.
How long are you going to be your girlfriend, Yeti? How long are you going with your partner, Yeti?
His mate's chatting her up, you know. I see
I'm the
you.
most real person on YouTube, so don't you forget it, you little shithouse.
Yeti, I'm asking you a question. How long are you going with your partner?
Right, go on then, ask us a question.
Well, I've asked you about 3 times. How long are you going with your partner?
How long have I been with my partner?
Hi, mate.
And fucking hell, on and off for like 25 years.
You want to watch your mate? Yeah, he's fucking screwing her.
What's your mate there, Yeti, behind you, mate?
No, he's got the fucking strummer on, never mind the lawnmower.
He's my best pal, man.
Aye, here, what's your best pal?
You need to watch out for you.
Aye, what's him, Yeti? You watch him, Yeti?
I've trying to just slip the arm when I'm not looking.
Yeah.
He's in there, mate. He's in there.
Put the camera back a wee bit and I'll tell you.
Oh, look at that.
Think of the distance.
Yeti, which one's your girlfriend, mate?
Fucking Irish little fucking dosser.
Oh, I love it.
You haven't got a fucking part to tin in.
Yo, Yeti, which one's your girlfriend there? The one with the short hair, the one with the long hair?
Horrible little shithouse.
Yeti, don't have me to start, mate. Tell me.
Well, go on then, start then. I'll actually rip you to pieces.
Go ahead, then.
You'll need PD, you know.
Hold your eyes up first, yeah.
Go, yeah, give a laugh, man. Come on.
Who's arriving from the corner?
Open your eyes.
Have you any jokes, Jerry?
Aye.
Go tell us a joke, mate.
Look in the mirror.
Chocolate cracker, Jerry.
Oh, that fucking kills me, mate. The right play action and everything.
Jerry, serious question, mate. I'm going up to a Sunday market here, right?
Serious question. Go on then, pal.
I got up to a market here on Sunday, yeah?
Aye, and what did you buy?
I'm going to buy you a second-hand sea pump.
Why?
Because you need one.
That doesn't even make any sense, you fucking sick, twisted little weirdo.
I'm being serious, mate.
You need pumped up.
It's getting into your
You
butt.
need pumped up.
Once I
get in the punch back tomorrow, I'll fucking punch your deed in.
You couldn't be a snow over rope, mate.
Listen, man, you haven't got a clue, man.
You're the only guy.
Why do you come on the channel? Just to like offer like people up now?
Yeah, please open your eyes.
I'm the champion, so shut your mouth and fuck
don't
off.
go easy style. Fucking hell.
Oh,
you what?
Shit.
Oh.
I'm the people's champ. Yari, I'm the people's champ.
There's a couple of farts
Easy style.
Yeah.
Hell, Easy.
Yari, I'm a people's champ.
Open your eyes up, you tea.
No, you go, yeah,
man.
Here, Yari, you just have the wee drink.
Fucking float like a boat, sting like a flea.
Yari, what are you drinking? Yari, what are you drinking, mate?
Right in the back of your eyelid, you know, to open your chinky eyes.
No, you need to open your eyes. You have chinky eyes.
Yari, what are you drinking tonight, mate?
Burro Moretti, I've had some fossils.
Turn your volume up, Steve.
What are you drinking, mate?
My headphones are down. Cancel juice.
Yari, do you have the drink with?
Like?
What?
What you been on the old baby sham like a little jock?
No, I'm sitting here with Video Craig.
Get him on in the little faggot, Nash.
Video Craig says he gives you the back door style.
Listen, man. Sort it out on any kind of channel, anything, and you can come round and video me punching.
Yari, you says you live beside him. Go and do him. Go up and fight him. If you live beside him.
I see you. Come on, open your eyes.
No, I go and get him. Go around to his house now and fight him. Go.
Hurry up, yeah.
Seriously, do you think he's like aware, man?
Yeah, he would destroy you.
He would
destroy you.
Video Craig. I don't want to feel like a bully.
Yari, Video Craig's 23. Video Craig's 23 and you're 65. He wouldn't hit an old man like you.
I'm 43, so he's 20 years younger.
You're not 43, Yari. You're not 43.
And smash his face off. He'll never go on YouTube if I see him.
Yari, you're not 43, mate. You're not 43. You're not 43.
What you saying? He's like what? He's like 46.
Your back doors in, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yari, Video Craig lives in Dublin. Do you live in Dublin?
He lives on the fucking... he lives in fucking Newcastle, like the little posh bit.
He lives in Dublin.
Fucking
Harry.
Oh, because it's being chest out then. The little bugger.
Ah, Yari.
Open your eyes, Jerry. Come on, lad.
I've still done this ages ago with you, man.
I'm telling the pal on you, you're bullying me on this panel.
Aye, Jerry.
Away, man, you couple of fucking Irish wannabes. What are you trying to say?
Yari, who you sitting up drinking?